All right, we're up, guys. Welcome to Tabletop Treasure Hunters, Session 2. Session 2 for the Goldbloods. I'm Wholesome Dad Gamer. I'm joined here with said Goldbloods. And this is their second session after a little bit of a holiday break. So welcome, everybody. Goldbloods are one of two guilds in our homebrewed campaign, Tabletop Treasure Hunters, which is having two guilds, the Goldblood Mercs and the League of the Hunt, competing against each other to earn the most wealth and glory. So this is a homebrewed campaign using the Pathfinder 2nd Edition role-playing system, which is provided to us by a lovely company named Paizo, as well as the World of Galarion. So that's that out of the way. Speaking of Goldblood, let's go ahead really quick. Everybody, let's start with Jason and just kind of go around. Give everybody a quick introduction about your name, your character, and anything you want to promote really quick.
Hello, I'm Jason Scanlon. My character's name is Reiklin Darkreach. He is a human who spent a good part of his childhood enslaved in a land called Nex. Actually, it wasn't Nex, it was Geb. There's a place in Galarion where undead are kind of citizens in a giant kingdom, and the people who are living are called the Quick. And there are very strict laws that keep the undead from preying upon the Quick too much, but they still make very good use of whatever resources they can, and he spent most of his childhood working there. But he's escaped. He's a cleric of Nethys, and that's what he is so far.
Awesome. That's very neat. Love it. All right, let's keep it going around. Alex.
My name is Alex, and my character is Sapisto. He's a Leshy bard, level 4, and he's relatively new to the societal world. He's only been out and about among people for a couple of years, 2, maybe 3. He initially was a garden tender for a druid, but had an adventuring spirit, got bored of that, so his druid partner sort of let him loose into the world, and so he's set out, joined a band of performers that fell apart after some drama between the leading lady and the leading man. And so he was sort of stuck in a town, didn't know what to do, but saw a sign to sign up if you liked gold. And Sapisto likes gold, so he joined the Goldblood Mercs and has been traveling with this group ever since.
Awesome. Love it. All right, let's go around with Zarias.
Hi, I am Dalton, and I play Zarias. He is a sorcerer monk. He grew up listening to the tales of his lizard folk ancestors and was fascinated by these tales. And he participated by drawing the tales and fantasizing about them. And eventually it got to the point where just drawing them wasn't enough. He had to go out and make some of his own. And so he set out and eventually found the Goldbloods and loved what they're doing, loved their personality, loved them as a group. So he decided to join them and have them help him make tales and weave them into his own tales.
Wonderful. And Tane?
I am playing Regina Davenport III, an 84-year-old human barbarian. She is doing this to make sure that she does not go more senile than she already is.
Lovely. Very good. Well, thanks for joining my session today, guys. Always lovely to have you guys here. All right, so you guys last week had a little bit of a rough bout with a river barge, but we're going to just move past that and go into our next session, which you guys have drafted, which is the Hermit's Woods. So, Reiklin, as the leader of this group, do you remember what you guys are doing this week?
Today, we're going to the woods. I don't recall the actual details, however.
Okay, that's the gist of it.
And we're getting reagents.
Yes,
oh, that's right. We're collecting
true.
Reagents. Ooh.
Right, reagents for the Hermit Rezeki. And Sapisto, you've been gifted a hero point.
We're
Yay,
reclaiming our
thank
name
you.
and honor.
Exactly. So
I am not excited for this one. I hate gardening.
Ironic. Now, we
It's
have...
like cleaning up after children.
So we have the players don't have completely free shopping freedom. I have a rotating market going around. Rather than bogging down the details of explaining all that, we will say they're limited to what they can purchase. We kind of do that off the scenes. We'll probably talk a little bit more about that type of stuff during our next job draft. But the players have shopped. They have spent some of their gold. You guys can see right now I have the stats up here of kind of what they've donated, how much coin they have left, and what the total worth of their gear is. Last week, for any of those of you who caught it, we had a special holiday session. Most of you, minus Sapisto, who was off on some sort of diplomatic venture, plus Lucy from League of the Hunt, earned both of their guilds some coin, so you guys earned a healthy 175 gold from that. I actually misspoke on the stream and said 100, I believe, but I was jipping you guys your last encounter, which you took care of so gracefully. So 175 gold from that. Also, you guys have your weekly guild support, and the one that you rolled this week is that you guys, for the next job draft, have a free Master Tier Scout, which can be upgraded to Legendary if you want to pay the difference.
That will definitely help.
Indeed. It's a good one. So that's what you guys kind of did off the scenes. Really quick, you guys had 5 days of downtime for your character. So in Pathfinder, there is a downtime mode, and we're tracking that between sessions as 5 days for each character. So let's go around really quick and just give me a quick in-character role-playing explanation of what you did with your 5 days of downtime, starting with Reiklin.
Well, since I was a little child, I learned how to outfit armies with equipment and whatnot. And so one of my skills is to make equipment. And when we saw a couple of items that were available in the market last week, I decided I wanted to make a project. One of them was some hand wraps of mighty blows, I believe they were. And we, of course, purchased those for our own resident monk, Zarias. But there were also some plans for it, so a formula that would allow me to make another set of those. So I bought that and then made up another set of these hand wraps of mighty blows. Now, there were some ulterior motives for this, of course. I knew that our opponents have a monk amongst themselves and thought that I could maybe use this as my entrepreneurial business type plans. So I made up for the first 4 days another set of hand wraps, very nicely made. But we don't have to get into too much of the details. And then I spent another day repairing a wagon wheel for a very upstart gentleman who, well, I may not do any services for him anymore.
Lovely. All right, what about you, Sapisto? Sapisto.
I spent most of my time making friends. I would go to the tavern. I would play my music. I would say hello to the ladies. And the gentleman would buy me rounds. And I would just, put my leafy ear to the floor to hear what they know. I figured out some things. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but we'll find out.
Lovely and intriguing. All right, what about you, Zarias?
Well, after we got our butts handed to us at that last mission, I struck up a good conversation with that lady who saved our lives. And as we got talking, I mentioned to her that I might be able to do some art for her. And so she hired me recently to help her build her house. And so I went and made all sorts of embellishments and painted some beautiful paintings for her. Her place looks right nice, and I'm looking forward to helping her out with future jobs.
Perfect. What about you, Regina?
Well, I had a very lovely week. First, I went to my tavern and I served some drinks, and then I had some, and then I played some cards with some nice travelers, and then I went to see my sister in the next town over. It was a long walk, but I did it, and then there was some flowers on the way, and so I picked those because my sister likes flowers. I don't remember what her favorite flowers are now, though, but they were roses that I picked, and they were quite lovely.
Oh, Oh, I shall sing a funeral dirge for them later.
No, see, I made sure they were all intact. She has a nice garden that she put them in.
All right.
What was I talking about?
Beautiful. So you guys had a productive 5 days. You made some coin. You made some hand wraps. You learned some secrets. And that was it for the downtime. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this session here, shall we? Let's get some Roll20 up. All right. So you guys are centered here in Absalom, as you guys know. Now, you guys have your last river job was up over in this direction, way over here. You guys had quite a long travel for that one. As you can see, League of the Hunt has that nice casual life of their draft this round, where they just get to kind of stay local in Absalom. And you guys are now traveling over here, a little bit closer to Rezeki's Woods. So we're going to start this session as you guys are packing up, getting ready to leave. Callum is currently out of town and has instructed you guys to meet with Henrietta Whalmer, who is your quirky scout. She's a frazzle-haired woman with an eye patch and a wooden leg, and is absolutely not a pirate. She's very sensitive about that. So you guys are to meet with her for your job. She's at the guild house. She's got things packed up for you and ready to go. And we'll start there. Nice to see you, Reiklin. You got your team ready?
I think so. How are you doing, your name? Yes.
Henrietta.
Henrietta, that's right. Sorry about that.
She's going to gesture to a cloaked gentleman, a human, next to her. He's in some dark clothes and an exploration suit. This is an apprentice I've taken on. His name is Dalen. So he's actually going to be, I'm teaching him the ways, and he's going to be taking his first job for your next round of scouting.
Sounds great. Okay, so he'll be joining us then.
Yeah, no, not on this one. He'll be scouting for your future job. And
yes,
a funny fact, he used to be a pirate, even though he doesn't look it. Isn't that ironic?
Don't you think?
Yes, very ironic.
He's kind of quiet.
Never would have guessed.
Just kind of got a stern look on his face. He just nods in agreement. So
Pleasure to meet you there, Balin.
Aye. He just kind of nods. Anyways,
I guess you could say you're a little green.
I guess so. Not as green as you. That was a joke.
Well done.
Well, I didn't get a great scout on this job, as you know. But what I can tell you is you're to meet a Catfolk woman. Her name's Rezeki. She lives just on the western outskirts of the woods. A little hut kind of in the middle of nowhere. So if you head to the west side of the woods, you can't miss it. She's a little bit strange. And so are the woods. I don't know how to explain it. I didn't get a good look in them. They just don't feel right. So make sure you're careful out there.
You said it was on the north side of the woods?
Western side.
Oh, the western, of course. That other one.
Did you say Catfolk?
Yeah, yes, she's a Catfolk. Not your typical one either. Not as graceful.
Cats act very strange around me. There's lots of... They chase me and rub their faces on me.
Catfolk,
I don't know why.
Catfolk are different from cats, so I really hope she doesn't do that, but we'll see.
Can't say I've ever met one, but it'll be an interesting experience.
Just keep in mind, they're not normally like this one. Don't base your image of Catfolk off of this one.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Callum left some horses for you. They're guild horses. You can take them on the barge across with you to get to the woods if you need. You don't have to. Just remember, they're the guilds, so make sure you bring them back if you use them. There's 4 of them. They're not well war-trained, so I wouldn't bring them into anything dangerous, but they'll get you where you need to go. The heavy forested areas probably isn't best for horseback anyways, but they can get you to Rezeki.
How long of a travel is it?
About the barge on horseback, I would say if you leave early morning. You should be able to get there before evening. Unless you want to travel overnight, you could get there by morning. I'll let you choose. Everything's prepped whenever you're ready to go. Rezeki's expecting you either tonight or tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much.
Good. I'm going to go get Dalen here. Dalen?
Dalen.
It's Dalen. It's Dalen. Good. I'm going to go get him settled. Just a bad day for names, isn't it?
It's okay. We all know we're talking to who, right?
Indeed. All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
With that, they're going to walk away. So, what are you guys? What time would you guys like to arrive? And are you going to be using the guild horses?
I think we could use the guild horses.
Yeah, I think the guild horses would be wise. That looks like a bit of a distance, especially after reaching the shoreline.
Indeed, it would be quite the walk. All right.
I tend to agree.
So it is currently bright and early in the morning as they got you prepped. So would you guys like to leave this morning, or would you guys arrive just before evening, or would you guys prefer to leave in the middle of the night and arrive at morning?
Let's arrive in the morning.
Yeah.
Leaving in the night? Well, at least most of the trip is on by barge, and that's not something that we're going to be driving, right?
Indeed. The barge, you guys will well know, has a driver that you will not have to maneuver.
I am sick of barges.
As long as we don't
let's
have to
start the day
swim.
fresh and not try and get there by night and do this in the evening.
Sounds good to me.
All right, very good. So with that decided, you are bringing horses, you are arriving in the morning. Reiklin, what spells are you preparing for the day?
Today I'm going to be preparing for my cantrips: Detect Magic, Forbidding Ward, Guidance, Light, Chill Touch, No Direction, and Stabilize. And then for level 1, Bless, Fear, Sanctuary. And then for level 2, Calm Emotions, Spiritual Weapon, and a heal, an extra heal. In addition to the 4 that my character gets for being a cleric.
Wonderful. Sapista, you want to just fire off what spells you've got at your disposal ready to go?
Yes, of course. So, for your 0-level pleasure, Detect Magic, Forbidding Ward, Light, Read Aura, Telekinetic Projectile. And then level 1, got Color Spray, Mending, Soothe, which is my signature spell, Summon Fae, and True Strike. And then for level 2, Detect Magic is my 2nd level signature spell, Invisibility, and Knock.
Lovely. What about you, Zarias? Fire up what spells you got at your disposal.
Well, I'm a spontaneous caster.
I believe you are muted, sir.
Better?
Yep, much.
Okay. Well, I'm a spontaneous caster, so I don't have to prepare, but I do have Acid Splash, Dancing Lights, Mage Hand, Ray of Frost, and Shield as my cantrips. And then I've got Burning Hands, Mage Armor, Shocking Grasp, True Strike, Flaming Sphere, Mirror Image, Resist Energy, and Acid Arrow at my disposal. And Shocking Grasp is one of my signature spells, as is Flaming Sphere.
Beautiful. And Regina, you've got a little wee bit of spellcasting too, right?
Just a tiny bit. I can cast Mage Hand, Prestidigitation, and Shield.
Lovely. Got to make sure that everything stays fresh. Okay. So we've got spells prepared. You guys have an uneventful barge ride, accompanied by an uneventful horseback ride to the edge of the woods. So we're going to downtime skip right to that. So you guys approach on your horseback, and you see this small hut. It is a very humble, small hut with not much around it. There's one little section of fence, a wooden little house, tiny, and there's like a water trough out front. That's about all that you see around. You do see the edges of the woods. The woods are currently in autumn colors, so they're quite bright and colorful. Notably, right at the center of the woods is a very large, fluffy-looking white tree. So, how do you guys approach?
Sapisto, does any of this look familiar to you?
Would you like to recall?
I will roll a knowledge nature.
Mm-hmm.
Or will you roll it for me?
I will roll it for you. What's your bonus?
Come here, little sheet. My bonus is +7.
+7. So the way that these woods look, most iconically the tree in the center, you feel like this is an enchanted wood, which is something kind of fairy tales, but you know it to actually be true in certain circumstances. It's a result of either current fae living in the region or a place that was once touched by fae. So it doesn't typically have your normal wildlife. It does. Normal creatures will inhabit it, but it also has some anomalies from your typical woods, strange magics and things like that.
So, this place was once touched by fae. They may still be here. Watch your step. They are tricky creatures.
Indeed. All right, then. We know the drill. Be respectful of all the things that are in this forest, then, right?
Right. Will you also roll me a recall on Catfolk?
So what's your society bonus?
Can you do a recall knowledge on it? Or
yeah. What's your society bonus?
Oh, sorry. I mean bardic lore. So
bardic lore. Right. Yes. Yeah. So for Catfolk, they are an uncommon race around Galarion, but not unheard of by any means. They are humanoids that resemble cats, though their behavior is much more of common folk rather than cats.
All right.
Continuing the conversation about the Fae, Zorias pops up and says, so if you see a nice sandwich in the middle of the forest, don't eat it.
Do you speak from experience on this one?
I might have some Fae experience.
All right, duly noted.
Now, as you guys are discussing, you guys will see this Catfolk woman come from around the house and peek her head around. Now, this Catfolk, you guys get a good glimpse of, is not the most well-groomed Catfolk you could have imagined. Her fur is tufted all over the place, very messy. She's got one very large bulging eye and one that's squinted and kind of twitching nonstop. Her whiskers are kind of twisted and disjointed. Oh, hello! And she's going to come running up to the horses.
Greetings, Rezeki.
Yes, this is Rezeki.
I am Reiklin. This is Sapisto, Zarias, and the Lady Regina. And we are here.
Davenport the Third.
Is your blood really gold?
Well, in a matter of figurative speech, of course.
She sits down as if she's thinking about that very hard and starts scratching behind her ear with her foot, which as a humanoid does not look like the most graceful, natural thing. My blood is blue like everybody else's. Interesting. So you're here to help me?
That we are. We hear that you have some groceries for us to collect for you. Well,
so, something like that. I hope it goes better than the last one who tried to help me, but we don't have to focus on that. So you're going to be getting me some strange reagents, yes?
Agreed.
That's the plan.
Good. Very mystical. Very mystical. Allow me to tell you about what you're going to be gathering for me. I need a white pine cone, and she's going to kind of point up at the big white tree. They grow at the very top of that. Dangerous climb. Be very careful climbing up. It's very high. You'll need a white pine cone. Got it? That's that one? It. She stands up, and she kind of stands like uncomfortably close to Reiklin's face and just keeps talking. Now, the other thing I need, a piece of a giant green mushroom. I call it the portal shroom because when you grab a piece of it with your claws, it teleports somewhere else within the woods. So you have one shot, don't spook it, just grab it very quickly, get me a chunk.
You called it a teleport mushroom?
A portal shroom.
Portal shroom.
Mhm.
Right. How would you describe its appearance?
Very large, very green with white spots.
All right. Large, green, white spots.
And very tricky, so be quick.
Tricky.
Quick. The
Okay.
quick is important. Just grab it with your paws, very quick. One shot or you miss it. Yes?
Does the mushroom teleport?
Yes.
I thought that the bearer teleported.
No, just the mushroom.
Okay.
It would be convenient if it took you with it because then you could get more than one chunk. And
very
Rezeki
true.
can always find her home from the woods, but Rezeki cannot always find the mushroom.
Okay. Very interesting. Okay.
Now the next I need you to kill a purple frilled lizard. It roams the woods, some of them. It must be killed dead. They're very dangerous. They need to die, and I need its frill. As much intact as you can get it.
Intact frill.
Not a little bitty lizard, it is a large lizard. Big as your horse.
All right then.
Kill
how
it
many
dead.
Of these, how
Don't
many
take
of
its frill
these
till it's dead.
lizards do you know are about?
Well, they're quite uncommon, which is why I'm having you kill one dead. Otherwise, I would kill it dead with my own bare hands.
Very good. Okay.
Yes. The last thing I need is a little blue bunny. Little rabbit. Blue. It leaves green dirt mounds in the ground. That's how you'll find one. She's gonna pull out of her tattered robe a little pouch, and she's gonna pour some sparkly red dust in her hand. They eat this. You put it outside the hole. It draws the rabbit out. You block its hole very quick before it escapes, because it will only be tricked once, and then you must catch it. I need it alive.
Alive. Okay. That could be tricky.
A white pine
Do
cone.
you have a container we can put the rabbit in?
Yes. She's gonna get on all fours and run back into her home, and then she'll come running back very quickly with a little rabbit cage. You can put it in this. Resist petting it. It's very cute, but very tricky.
No petting. Okay.
Yes.
What would it do if you pet it?
I don't recall. She just kind of keeps staring you, and her eye twitches a little bit. White pine cone, big portal shroom, frill of the purple lizard, a blue bunny. And if you are as generous as you say they are. The last gentleman who tried to help me was not for reagents. I had my hat stolen. He tried to recover it. He found it in a cave just south of the white tree. He said that when he went to go get the hat, he found it, but then he was attacked by a giant two-headed frog and he fled.
I see. Okay. So giant two-headed frog guarding your hat south of the white tree.
Get my hat. You will know it when you see it. If you must flee from the two-headed frog, that's fine, but don't be a coward. Just grab my hat and then flee.
Okay.
It's a lovely hat. You'll recognize it immediately, I swear.
Okay. So, how big are these white pine cones that you speak of?
They're average-sized pine cones. They're just white.
All right, then.
Moyne's telling us more about what happened to this gentleman who tried this before.
Oh, he got attacked by a giant two-headed frog and became a coward.
Well, that's all he lived.
Yes, and now he's a coward for the rest of his days, and Rezeki does not respect him.
Oh, I see.
That is tragic.
Fair deal. Okay. Thank you very much, Rezeki. Is there anything else that you could tell us about these woods that we might benefit from?
They're lovely. Enjoy your time there.
Okay.
This
thank
is
you very
Rezeki's
much.
home. Rezeki owns these woods. If you burn or break anything, then you owe Rezeki great debt. Except for the lizard. Break the lizard. And maybe the two-headed giant frog.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Maybe the pesky kobolds.
Kobolds. Okay.
Anything
I also
else you
don't
can
like
tell us about
spiders.
what
You could
lives
kill
here?
the spiders.
Spiders?
Spiders.
Yes, they live in the ground.
Can you roll a knowledge nature for me on the regents that she named? See if I know anything about them.
Yes. So you recognize the rabbit as a fey-touched rabbit that are usually unusual colors. You know that they're capable of minor magic, and they are semi-intelligent, more intelligent than your typical rabbit. You've never heard of a portal shroom. You've never heard of a white pine cone. And you have heard of a giant frilled lizard. They are big, they're strong, they climb. They try to startle opponents by frilling out their frills.
Okay.
I have a knowledge nature of 7. Do I know anything more about the portal shrooms?
You do not.
Okay.
How about the kobolds?
That's a society. What's your bonus?
My society is a 7.
You've heard of them. You know that they're small, little lizard-like or dragonoid-type humanoids, but you don't know much about them.
Okay.
Do I see that white pine tree she's talking about?
Yeah, it's the large, white, fuzzy-looking tree. It doesn't look like a pine tree, but it is the white. It has to be the white tree she's speaking of. It's very noticeable.
Climbing.
And it's nearby.
It's in the very center of the woods.
Ah.
Which are not huge, but they're quite large.
Okay.
You could probably travel all the way through the woods well in a day's time.
Shall we make our
We're
way
in the
to the
morning.
tree?
Hey, I think we should. Let's see if we can find any well-worn paths to go across. And I suppose we should probably leave the horses here.
Rezeki will watch your horses. Rezeki's very good with horses. I speak fluent horse. She starts squealing like an identical sound of a pig, and then just grabs the horses and starts leading them away.
Zarias bows
jumped
and says,
off his
"Thank you
horse
kindly."
so fast.
She just continues squealing at the horses.
How about a what is it? A perception check to see if the horses are actually responding.
The horses don't seem like they're responding aside from just being led.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's just Rezeki.
It's
Don't be
Rezeki.
startled.
That doesn't sound like a pig, though.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Someone's home.
So we start out. Marching orders.
Yes.
Is the path a single file kind of path?
So there is no path that you guys can see. These are just
Okay.
kind of open woods. But this is, so round table, exploration activities. What's your guys' kind of default set of being here?
Gina will go first.
Okay.
Probably let Sapisto pick some of our paths to trod, and then Reiklin will have his shield up, his hand at the ready for any kind of spell use, and that's it. How dark do these woods get?
So they have quite a bit of light showing through, so darkness does not seem to be a problem. They look like, in most areas, typical bright light, and maybe in some shaded areas, low light.
Zarias is going to cast Mage Armor using a scroll.
Nice. That's on you for the day.
Okay.
Very nice.
Also, Zarias is going to be using his survival ability to be looking out for frilled lizard footprints.
Okay. What's your survival bonus?
7.
7. Okay. Anything else anybody else is going to be doing?
I'll be whacking vegetation out of the way with my cane.
Okay.
Yeah, just on the lookout
Regina,
for.
You hurt me on the inside.
She's doing it very nicely just to make sure it doesn't snag on her.
Your beautiful dress, I understand. Sapisto will try and trot ahead of Regina a little bit to try and pick a good path through the woods that won't involve much plant abuse.
Okay. So what's your survival bonus?
+1.
Okay. What about your perception?
It is +9.
Great. And Zarias, are you trained in nature?
I think so. Yes.
What's your bonus?
Looks like it. 7.
A 7 in nature, looking for footprints. Okay. All right, and you guys are heading towards the white tree. Is that what you guys said?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So we've
May
got.
I also roll some nature to try and identify the portal shroom, if I or any of the other regents?
Yes.
I do have one of my cantrips is no direction, if that helps with our knowing which way we're going.
It sure will. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. I have got your guys' checks locked in. So it's about 5 minutes by foot to the edge of the woods here. So Rezeki ties your horses to that one little portion of fence that she has, and then you guys see her go back inside. Now, as you guys reach the edge of the forest, with your perception, Sapisto, up ahead, looking for clear vegetation as soon as you reach the edge of this forest, you see 4 little red-scaled faces peeking out at you guys from behind some trees.
Hello?
So, these little lizard-looking creatures, and I'll go ahead and... Now
Is
you
this
guys,
Zarias that noticed them?
this was Sapisto.
Oh, Sapisto.
Now, you guys will be able to see this from my screen right here. They look like this. So these little creatures, they don't come like running out. They come walking out kind of slowly.
So they're approaching?
Yeah, they're approaching. One of them's going to speak. Hello.
Is this common?
It is common.
I'm going to pull out my my little instrument, and I'll just like strum a little happy tune. And I'll be like, "Greetings!"
Language roll check really quick, or roll call. Reiklin?
What languages I speak?
Uh-huh.
Common and one of the languages of the eastern coast of Assyria. I don't think it's going to
Okay.
matter.
Sapisto?
Common and Sylvan.
Okay. Zarias?
Common and Aruxi.
And Regina?
Common.
Okay. So you start strumming that tune. They all kind of pause and look at you. They start tapping their feet with the rhythm a little bit. They all look at each other and start chattering in gibberish that none of you understand. Then the one in the center, there's 4 of them, by the way. The one in the center will turn towards you. That's very nice. Would you like protection from the twigs?
Did he say from twigs?
The twigs. Small feet.
I'll strum like a sharp, and I'll be like, "Tell me what are twigs?"
We're the twigs. You don't want to cross the twigs in these woods. Small fee. We'll leave you alone.
How much of a fee?
Make me an offer. Don't insult me.
I think that sounds perfect.
Should we huddle?
Do they look?
How many of them are there?
4.
Well, there's 4 right now, but we know there's going to be more of them.
They're small. They're about goblin-sized.
So I think these are the kobolds that we were hearing about. So
I think it's worth having the locals on our side.
I also agree. Even though it's probably some kind of racketeering that they're offering, still, what do you think they might enjoy?
Should we offer 3 gold apiece and some rations?
Not sure if they'll appreciate money.
So that we know how to make a good offer. Do you like currency?
What do you think we are? Cheap twigs? Talking the gold stuff?
Yes, gold.
Can you roll me a bardic knowledge on kobolds?
Uh-huh. Yeah, so kobolds are they are a humanoid race. They're not known for their intelligence, but they are intelligent. They do have use for currency in their own societies. They're typically known as pests and a little chaotic and not typically the most friendly creatures, but they can be.
I would like to roll a diplomacy on them, but I have impressive performance. So the leader, the one that's talking to us, I'd like to use assurance. on that. So
Okay. So you're taking a
I
10,
think-
correct?
yeah, I think that's what assurance does, right?
Mhm.
It's 10 plus my so that's going to be a 19.
Okay.
And I would just like to sing a little jig about we'd appreciate your help and we want to offer money. What sort of money would you like?
Or perhaps we could offer more of your performance.
They all clap and they kind of start cheering.
Ring.
That's great. That's great. I like that. Don't hear much of that around here.
Zapista is very skilled. Perhaps she could perform more. He could perform more for you
They
in
kind of look at
exchange
each
for
other.
your cooperation.
A little bit of coin. A little bit more of that.
Well, you see, we're very, very humble people. Don't come from good means, but we could probably spare some coin.
How about the silver stuff?
We
All
can
right,
offer.
I can offer this right here. Reichland produces 2 silver pieces as well as 4 pieces of chalk. He offers them to them and says, now these right here, these are a component that you use to powder over your weapons. It gives you some extra protection and it gets through the protection of your enemies.
Go ahead and roll your deception.
Okay.
I want
You
to pull out some
You want me to roll
charcoal.
it?
Yeah, you go ahead and roll it.
I want to pull out some charcoal and some parchment and do a really quick sketch of the 4 of them.
Okay, go ahead and roll a craft check.
All right. So deception is a 13.
Oh, let's go ahead and let's get on this map here.
Crafting was a 20.
Crafting is a 20. Yeah, you put out a pretty good quick sketch of these little creatures here. Okay, so we have
How about this as part of our deal?
so they're gonna take the chalk, gonna sniff it, gonna lick it, gonna rub it on top of his spear. One of the other ones will walk up and take the drawing. That's good. That's real good.
Do they take the 2 silver as well?
Yeah, they'll take the 2 silver as well.
Okay. I will deduct it from
All
my...
right. Give us a bit more of that golden voice. We'll call this good. Twigs have your back.
I pull out 2 silver as well. That way they each get 1.
Very nice. So 4 silver total, couple of chalk pieces,
I'll start
and
plucking.
a performance and a drawing.
This is silver that I keep on my person, by the way.
Okay, good.
Silver and gold. I can't.
Lovely. All right, so yeah, after a couple more minutes of performing, they kind of wave you on into the forest. All right, be careful in there. One of them who's wearing a feathered necklace with a big black claw in the middle is going to take it off. Wear this, one of you. This will show you as a Twig friend.
Thank you very much, Twigs. We
Twig-
appreciate it.
Twigs like to jump out of trees and stab you in the neck, but they won't do it if you're wearing this.
All right, very good, very kind.
Just make sure you don't sneak up on a Twig or it might stab you on the neck on accident.
Understood.
Well, we're happy to have made friends with the Twigs.
Likewise. Okay, they'll kind of disperse and go scurrying on into the woods.
Who wants to wear it?
I'll put it on.
Which of us is the most visible?
I am wearing a vivid pink dress.
Okay. Zarias is all kinds of colorful, right?
Generally speaking, yeah. I can be more colorful if I need to be.
So probably one of those 2.
Who's claiming it?
I'll take it.
Okay, so you've got a Twig necklace. Okay, so you guys continue on into the woods. With your previous checks, Zarias, with your knowledge of nature and your survival ability, you are able to find what you do believe is a frilled lizard footprint.
Oi, everybody, look here. Frilled
Oh.
lizard's been nearby.
How old is it?
Can I tell?
It looks fresh, probably within an hour.
Real recent. This thing's still nearby.
All
We'll
right,
probably
then.
follow its trail.
Now, I heard that they can climb, so we may want to watch up in the trees as we proceed, eh?
Agreed. No one ever looks up. We won't make that mistake.
So you guys are heading into the woods from the west, so you're heading east. And these tracks are diverging a little bit towards the north.
Okay.
Are you going to continue following that path?
So pretty hard north.
Mm-hmm. Still a little bit towards the east, but mostly north, like north by northeast.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can afford a minor jaunt just for a little bit.
Okay. What's your survival bonus one more time, Zarias?
Survival was 7.
7. Okay. So you guys are traveling for probably a good half an hour. You're still on the trail. You gonna continue on?
Half hour later.
Half hour later. Is anybody doing anything in a half hour's time?
Mostly trying to pay attention to where the furry tree would lie. I imagine we probably can't see it from where we
No,
are.
so you can. It's very large. So this is kind of like a big central landmark. It's pretty easy to keep track of this thing.
Okay. As long as I can keep visual on that, I'll just kind of note that and how long we've been traveling in this new direction. As for the no direction, I probably establish a perpendicular direction of where the tree was and where Rezeki's house was.
Okay.
Which I think would probably be a direct westerly point.
Right. And what's your survival bonus, Reichlin?
Untrained, his survival is a 5.
Okay. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, so continuing on to follow this trail.
Okay.
So it's starting to get fresh about 8 minutes later. You guys are now in kind of a area with some low cliffs that are kind of rising up and then back down. A bit of a rocky area in the woods here.
Can you roll a perception for me?
Mm-hmm. Anything in particular you're looking out for?
The lizard.
The lizard.
Or any of the other regents, if I can see them.
Okay. Yeah, no, you don't spot anything or hear anything quite yet.
Okay. Reichlin would like to pause as we're getting within visual of these cliffs and decide on a game plan here. All right, what do you think? They probably dwell in them cliffs. They probably hide and they pounce on you. So, do we want to set up a bait?
What, you got in mind?
Well, I was thinking 2 of us could be our initial noisemakers, whereas other 2 who are a little more stealthy could be just a ways off, and we could perhaps get a jump on the jumpers, if you understand my drift.
I am great at making noise.
I'm not too well at remaining quiet myself.
Well, I'm not the best, but my scales give me a bit of an advantage there.
I can be quiet if needed.
All right, then. Reichlin looks Regina up and down. So, is there any way we could douse some of the visual color?
No.
Don't you have the prestidigitation?
It doesn't change color.
All right, then. My understanding of that is a little incorrect.
Do you want me to just walk ahead and play some music and follow behind?
All right, we can do that. Perhaps I should be trying to be quiet instead. Regina, do you want to be with Sapisto?
Why not?
All right, then.
I'm going to spend a little bit of time as we're walking, causing my scales to shift in color and become more forest-like.
Reichland is going to mostly try to maintain some trees, whatever covers there are between him and the cliffs, and follow at about a distance of 30 feet.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead into the cliffs with my little lyre lute situation. And I'm gonna sing a song, but I'm gonna be ready in action to when it sounds like, or if I feel like I'm about to get attacked by anything unfriendly. I'm going to start. I'm going to cast my Inspire Defense.
Okay. Beautiful. All right. And
So-
and what were you doing here, Reichland?
Carrying my shield and readying to cast a spell or use my shield as a blocker.
Okay.
I sing along with Sapisto, and I have my cane ready to whack anything that flies at me.
Okay, so you're standing with Reichland and Sapisto, and then Zarias, you're stealthing off to the side, is that right?
Correct.
Okay, what's your stealth bonus?
So it's normally 2, but because of shifting my scale color, I get a +2 circumstance bonus, so it's 4.
Okay. All right. So, Sapisto, you start playing your song. Is the noise you're making correct?
Yeah. So, lizard, where are you? We've got to kill you and take your purple frilly neck.
Immediately, none of you guys saw this previously. You guys see up on a couple cliffs above you here, you see this lizard that was currently blended in with the cliffs turn bright purple and lets out some sort of hissing sound.
Aha!
So we're going to go ahead. We're going to roll initiative.
Sounds like a demented Dora the Explorer song.
Right. All right, let's see. Let me get you guys down here. So we have got Sapisto down here. We've got Reichland down here. Regina, you're next to them both. You're in front of them, you said?
Yeah.
And then Zarias, you're hiding kind of off to the side.
Yes.
All right. Can you guys see this setup here? How does that look for you? The lizard is up here at the top. Now, this miniature does not do it justice. This thing is actually very bright purple.
Okay.
Did it change purple
It
because
did.
of its frill?
So, yeah, it hasn't actually let out its frills yet, but you see it raise its head. You can kind of see him around the edge of its neck tucked in. It was all brown before kind of blending in with the cliff, and it shifted into a bright purple.
Okay.
So we're going to roll initiative. Regina, Reichland, Sapisto will roll perception. Zarias, you're going to roll a stealth.
Okay.
And then does my ready to action happen as well?
It does.
Ha!
22.
Mine's an 11.
Mine is a 28.
Okay. Order, where are you? Okay, you get a turn, and you get a turn, and you get a turn.
Everybody gets a turn.
People get turns. Okay. So,
Oh, look, you can enter your own. No, never mind, you can't.
and Reichland, what did you have again?
I had a 12. Yeah,
12.
I just entered a 12.
Oh, nice. Beautiful. Okay, there you go. Everybody can enter their own initiative. This is wonderful news.
You need to fix your health, Reichland.
Do
Just so you're aware. Yeah.
I thought I fixed it.
I probably forgot to save yours.
Okay,
It is
no worries.
probably my bad.
Yep.
Fixing it. There.
All right, let's get
It's
this
fixed.
initiative tracker as uninvasive as possible. Tuck it right there. So we've got Zarias down there, you guys in the center, Lizard up there. And Zarias, what was your initiative?
11.
11. Okay, let's sort this. Sapisto, we will let you go first. The tie of this lizard here. Maybe.
Is my action happening as part of my first turn or before initiative?
Since you were already playing to kind of give its attention, you can just kind of easily slip into that. So we'll let that just be for free.
Oh, cool. Okay. Then, so for my first turn, I'm going to say, so I'll cast my Inspire Defense. And then, so will that last this like upcoming round?
So yeah, this will be the first round of it.
Okay.
Just consider you cast it for a free action this turn.
Oh, okay, cool. So then I'll say, everybody, watch yourselves. And then I'm going to summon forth my tiny dancer.
Okay, beautiful.
And I'm going to cast Summon Fae.
And that's a sprite, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to set this down here, and then I'm going to give you control of it.
Okay, and then I think it will act on my next turn, because I have to spend one of my actions too.
Controlled by Sapisto.
Unless it goes right now, but I don't remember.
No, so you use an action to give it 2 actions.
Yeah.
Where did you want to put it? You've got control now, so you can go ahead and set that thing wherever you want.
Okay. I will. I'll have it be right here.
Okay. And is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay. So this thing is going to come scurrying down these cliffs. So each of these cliffs right here are 10 feet. And this thing is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay. And that's its turn.
Jeez.
Now, because I had an action ready, can I take that?
You can.
Before my turn?
It will be your reaction.
Fantastic. So I'm going to try and whack it with my cane.
Okay. Make that attack.
All right. A 27.
27 is going to hit.
Fantastic.
Remember, your weapon is now striking thanks to your weird Fey ally.
Oh, yeah.
Or
So an
enemy
additional die of
or
damage.
something. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was a terrible roll. 9 damage.
9 damage it is. Okay, so this thing comes scurrying down these cliffs, running at you, hissing, and you smack it on the head. And it's now Regina's turn.
Sweet.
I picture this little old lady knocking him on the noggin.
That's far enough.
Down, boy.
All right. So I'm going to go after it again.
Okay.
21.
21 is a miss. This time it kind of shies back out of the way of your attack.
Whoa. Okay, then.
Then I will try it again.
Okay.
And I will miss. And I will raise shield.
Okay, using your shield spell?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we've now got Reiklin.
Okay. Reiklin is going to cast Guidance on Regina. It is a single action.
Okay.
So he'll twiddle his fingers in her direction, whisper something, and a slight sparkle kind of glints off of Regina's shoulders. And then Reiklin will then spend the next 2 actions casting, let's just do it, Spiritual Weapon.
Spiritual weapon. Okay.
So he summons a glowing energy staff that hovers over the creature's head and then comes down on its head as an attack.
Okay.
This will be a magic attack roll, and I will get that real quick.
So I put this little symbol above it right here for spiritual weapon.
Awesome.
That's a nat 20!
Ah, nice.
Okay, so we get the critical hit effect. So you do double damage, and in addition, since this is a spell, it also does mystical thwart, which means the target can't activate magic items, cast spells, or use quick alchemy until the end of its next turn.
Very
But, you
helpful.
know, yeah, it might be.
All right, here's the damage.
Okay.
8
8
force damage.
Damage. Okay, so
I rolled a 1. Gotta love it.
this thing gets smacked right across the face by.
Wait a second. That can't be a critical. It's a 1 with a +3 times 2. Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah. That is twice the damage.
All right,
Whew,
8
okay.
damage. It is. So it gets.
So it hits him in just the right place, just not hard enough.
Right. It makes it upset though. It kind of snips up at the staff a little bit.
Okay.
And it is now Zarias' turn.
All right, I'm going to walk up here.
Who got guidance?
I put it on Regina.
Regina. Okay. Now you can move half speed with a stride if you want to stay stealth to Zarias.
No, I'm going to move up here and I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at this thing.
Okay. So you move up and it kind of hisses towards you as you start casting your spell. Go ahead and roll the attack roll.
That'll be a 23.
23 hits.
9 whole damage.
9 damage. So
It's better than Reikland did.
Icicle goes piercing through this thing's body a little bit, sticks into its side. All right. So you moved, you cast Ray of Frost. It's now back to Sapisto.
Remember to keep the frill intact.
Okay, so I would like to do spend a focus point and do my lingering composition.
Okay.
And I will use. I will actually roll it. We'll roll my performance.
Okay.
Rolling.
What you got?
So that's a 17.
That's a success.
Excellent. So right after that, I'm going to do my Inspire Defense.
Okay.
So that will last, I believe, that's 3 rounds.
Inspired Defense increases armor class by 1. Is that right?
Armor class by 1, saving throws by 1, and it also reduces everyone in the range gets. Here, I have it right.
Oh, damage resistance 3 or something, I believe, right?
Yeah. Inspire Defense. Yeah, you inspire allies to protect themselves more effectively. You and allies in the area gain a +1 status bonus to AC and saving throws, as well as resistance equal to half the spell's level to physical damage. So it's cantrip 2.
Okay.
So I'm just casting it at level 2, I guess.
Okay. So it's one less damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Cool. So then I'm going to move away.
You don't wanna play?
I don't want to play, no. But I cast the spell, so that's
Okay. So
one action or 2 actions.
I'm not sure which one lingering defense is.
Well,
I want to say it's 1.
Yeah, I know Inspire Defense is 1, so I just can't remember if it's.
Oh yeah, so Inspired Defense is 1, lingering is 1, and moving is 1. So that's your 3. Correct?
No. So okay, I'm gonna stay there, and then I'm gonna use sustain for 1 round.
Sustain.
I'm gonna
Okay.
have I'm gonna have my tiny dancer move up here, and then I think I can do a 15-foot cone color spray without hitting Regina from right here. Right?
You sure can. Okay. And what kind of save do I need to make here?
I'm actually gonna have it go right here. It's gonna be a will save.
My will save is 11.
Okay, the DC is 16.
So that is a fail.
Okay, so I've got the effects right here. The creature is stunned 1, blinded for 1 round, and dazzled for 1 minute.
Okay. So you have this thing explode with color. So dazzled gives it a flat 5 check to miss. Blinded, amongst other things, most importantly, gives it a flat 10 check to miss. And stunned means it has 1 less action on this next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's Sapisto. So the lizard's going to go. It's going to be shaking its head out with all of this color. And then it is going to just freak out and hiss and let out this nasty roar and spread its frills out. And I need Reiklin and Regina to make me a will save.
Okay.
Show us the money! +1 from Sapisto.
Yeah.
That's right. +1.
17.
Okay.
19.
19. Okay, so both of you, this is more alarming than you could have even anticipated. It's just bright, it's loud, it's aggressive, the frills are kind of shaking, and you guys are both frightened too.
Ooh.
And that's its turn. Regina.
And what is frightened to?
You're basically getting a -2 to all your rolls, and then next round it reduces to frightened 1, and then it goes away. I'll pull up frightened while you take your turn, and I can show you the actual rule.
I'm going to put a little icon on my character here.
You're gripped by fear and struggle to control your nerves. Always includes a value. You take a status penalty equal to this value on all of your checks and DCs. Unless specified otherwise, at the end of your turns, the value of your frightened condition decreases by 1. So, yeah, -1 to your or -2 to your stuff this turn.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna put.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and attack it.
Okay.
And as a reaction to that, I'm going to enter rage.
Okay, as a reaction to the frighten.
Remember that you have a guidance roll.
Ooh, good. Will do. So, guidance and angry. So, let's go.
Regina did not like that. She's mad.
So, 28.
And that's with the -2, correct?
Yep.
That's a hit.
Fantastic. So, 19 damage.
Okay, Regina's very angry.
I'll put the half heart on there.
Gina gets mad. She smacks it real solid right in its frilling face. You've got 2 actions left.
I'm going to try and attack it again.
Okay.
This will not have the guidance anymore. It's gone.
No. So, and then, but I still do have a +1. 2, so 17 is going to miss, right?
The 17 is a miss.
Okay, and then I will re-raise shield.
Okay, shield is back up. And Reiklin.
Okay. For one action, Reiklin sustains the staff hovering over the creature's head, and it makes an attack on him. I have a -2 to this attack. So we'll go with spells, spiritual weapon, and that is a... Well, let's see. Sapisto, yours is a defensive, right? Not an offensive? Okay. So that'll be just a 15.
Okay, that's going to miss.
Okay. So that'll be 1 sustain there. And then, let's see. How about Reiklin is going to attempt to move around the creature.
Okay. You do so safely.
That's 1 action. And then another action, he's going to pull out his staff in the hand so that he can help flank.
Okay. It is now flat-footed, and we're to Zarias.
Hey, Zarias is going to do kind of a kata form, avatar style, and as he pulls back in kind of like an archer pose, an arrow of acid has formed during his motions, and he's going to send it zooming into this thing.
Okay, make your attack roll.
23.
23 is going to hit.
Nice.
It does 10 damage, and it will take 1d6 persistent acid damage.
Okay.
Hopefully that didn't hit the frill.
I was not aiming for the
Got
frill.
it right in the body. You can see its scales kind of starting to sizzle. It's letting out a hiss, just swinging its little frill around everywhere, super upset. And we're to Sapisto. Wait, you got 1 action left, Zarias?
I do. I'm going to come back behind this tree here.
Okay, beautiful. Sapisto, we're back to you.
So I found out that lingering composition is a free action.
Nice, very good.
So I do that and then have my one action cantrip and then command that. So I would have been able to move last turn, but
Okay.
I will move this turn.
Okay.
I'll go back here. I'm also going to command Tiny Dancer. I'll say, stun him! And then it's going to cast Daze.
Okay.
And it's a DC 16 will save.
Oh, we'll say.
Isn't it already dazed?
It is not. Oh, yeah,
No.
it's dazzled, right?
Oh, dazzled. That's
Mhm.
right.
This is the spell daze.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
so
The one
that
that I usually take.
yeah, so that is a 28.
Yeah.
So that's a critical success,
Woo.
Yep. So it just takes the damage.
which is how much?
It is 1d6. I think it's damage equal to your spellcasting ability modifier. So no, it's
Just the straight plus whatever his intelligence.
Charisma.
No, charisma.
yeah, so he takes a +3.
Okay, takes
Damage.
3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
What does your dancer's daze look like?
It just gave a big sneeze at it, and then like a little silvery dust shot out at it,
And it
and then it
looked-
fell short, and it was like, yeah.
There's just like glitter of silver and colorful dust just all over this thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm actually going to move again and try and hide in the trees.
Okay.
Am I still? Hold on. I need to do like a 60-foot aura so I can see. Nope. 60.
Beautiful.
Okay, never mind.
Oh,
That's
wow.
that's fine.
You got
We're
some
fine.
space.
Yeah.
Just don't go for the trees on the bottom of the map.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take that off.
Okay, so the lizard is no longer blinded or stunned, but it is still dazzled. So
Yeah, for 1 minute.
And that Ara Sapisto, that's for your giving us a defense bonus.
Yep, the AC.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the flat check first. Let's see if this hits, and it's biting at Regina. And it does make that flat check, so here's its attack roll. That is going to be... Now, it's not getting any other minuses to its attack besides the dazzle that I'm missing, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So that's going to be a 31.
Holy.
Jeez.
Okay. Well, that hits.
Is it a critical?
It has to be 10, right, for a critical?
Uh-huh.
Nope.
Not a critical. Very nice. Just off the money, I imagine.
Thank you, Sapisto.
Wow.
Ah, nice. All right. So that is going to be a total 20 damage as this thing chomps onto you.
Remember to do -1 for the resistance.
Yeah, you go ahead and include that, Regina. And then it's going to then swipe at you with its tail. Here's the flat check. It's going to miss due to the flat check. And then it is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and start heading towards this wall over here. And that is Regina's turn. Regina, you're now only frightened 1.
Fantastic. So, I'm going to go ahead and do a sudden charge up to it.
Okay.
Not so fast, rat.
And make that attack.
And then I will attack.
That's a good one.
A 30.
30's gonna hit. If it was still flat-footed, it would have been crit.
Ooh.
All right, so 20 damage.
20 damage. You go charging after this thing, and with just like an under swing of your club, you just hear this thing's neck snap, and it just collapses down. We're out of initiative.
Excellent work, Regina.
Why, thank you.
And everybody.
I don't like lizards.
Apparently, they don't like you either. I'm going to give you a heal.
I would give you a high five, Tony Dancer, but you are on fire. And it just goes and then disappears.
Okay.
All right, who's the best at harvesting things from these creatures?
I don't time.
Survival skill, probably.
So this is a survival, and it requires somebody to also give a successful nature check on how to properly cut it. So who would like to advise and who would like to cut? I'm
not skilled in either of those.
I'm good at nature and at survival.
You can do both if you wish.
I'm going to make a medicine check, a 10-minute, not 10-minute, it's a 2-action now, right, with my feet. So I'm going to do a treat wounds, or treat...
Is this combat medic?
Yes, combat medic.
So combat medic's only a single action, but keep in mind that each person can only be affected by it once per day.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm still going to do it to Regina.
Okay. What's your total there?
Looks like it's a 14.
So 14 is just shy.
Yep.
Unless you'd like to use a hero point.
My 1 hero point. No.
Okay.
I should have cast guidance on myself before doing so.
Ah, that would have been good.
All right.
Okay.
Lesson learned.
All right. Are you rolling for the lizard, Zarias?
Yeah. Which, do I need to roll the nature first?
Uh-huh. And this is going to take about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Can I assist with any of that?
You can.
24.
Okay.
Not that it was necessary.
24 gets the nature. You know just where to cut this thing. Now let's see if you have the skill with your survival.
23.
Yeah. You are really good at cutting lizard frills.
I'm going to walk up to Zarias and I'll say, what is it like cutting your brethren? Are you okay?
Well, you see, I lived in the wild for a while, so it was either cut them or cut me. So.
Oh, I like it.
So this thing unravels as like a big kind of slinking purple leathery thing. It's quite lofty, like it's not heavy, but it's kind of awkward to carry.
Large item.
Mm-hmm.
How much bulk is it?
So carrying it, unless you can find some kind of proper way to store it, it's going to be 3 bulk.
Okay.
Right.
Does anybody have 3 bulk to to spare?
I think you
I
should
certainly
wear it.
don't.
Okay.
I have
3.
Unfortunately, this is probably where we're going to need to use that feather token chest that I purchased.
Wait.
Before we do
Wait.
that, can we do a survival check to see if there's a way we could bind this thing to properly carry it more efficiently?
Yeah, it'd be a nature.
Nature?
What's your bonus?
7.
Rolling it up and tying it kind of like a bedroll would work effectively.
Okay. Do I need to roll a check to accomplish that?
Nope.
Cool.
You need some materials to tie it.
I pull out my rope and I go about binding it that way.
Very good. Now it's just a bulk.
Okay. That's a lot better. All right. So who's going to carry it?
have something.
I imagine
Don't all of you speak up at once.
I think our classy old lady ought to carry it.
I imagine Regina has the bulk, so we'll say her for now until he gets back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
All right. Well, now that we have our lizard frill, we should probably start heading in a south by southeasterly. Actually, no. How far was the tree? You said it was like half a day from the edge of the forest.
A little less than half of a day. So, and you're closer now to it than you were at the edge. So,
okay. So we head towards that tree.
Okay. Are you guys doing your same formations as before?
Sure.
Are you talking about the formation that we adopted when we were approaching the lizard?
No. So before, when you were traveling into the woods hunting the lizard.
Yes.
Okay.
Reichland has considered, and he is going to use one of his healing scrolls. It's just a level 1 on Regina.
Okay.
Regina, you're carrying the purple lizard frill.
which is
fantastic.
one bulk because it's been neatly tied.
Yeah, I wrapped it up nice and tight for you.
Don't
Okay,
forget,
so
I also have a scroll of floating disc, should we need it.
this is a heal as if a level 1, so this is just a 1d10 plus 8. Hey, not bad. 16 healing for you, Regina.
Oh, fantastic.
Is this that necromantic energy?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Tendrils of green necromantic light emanate and light on her head.
Patch up. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to want to switch from looking for lizard footprints to looking for that mushroom.
Okay.
And I'll be keeping an eye for the green mounds.
Okay.
Same, will you roll me a perception?
I sure will. Okay. Your checks are locked in. You guys are heading back towards the white tree. Now, as you guys are traveling, Zarias and Sapisto, actually both, you guys will spot kind of off path of where you're heading. You can see some ruins, like a little clearing with some ruins up ahead. And there's a very bright, large green mushroom kind of right at the center of the ruins that you see.
I kind
hold
of
up my
hold out
hand.
my arm in front of everyone. There it is.
And Zarias, you also notice that what could maybe be mistaken for vegetation is actually a bunch of little Sapisto-like creatures kneeling around this mushroom in like some kind of reverent pose. I'm going to move you guys over here.
You do a nature check for me right now.
Would that even be necessary?
I mean, yeah, you clearly tell these are leaf leshies just like yourself. Okay, let's see here. Did I put you guys over to this map or did I just put myself? You guys are here. Now let's get your tokens out here. Okay. You guys are coming from over here. Reiklin Sapisto. Okay. So, you guys coming from this direction down here.
Adjust your health.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to save the token again. I'm sorry. I'll get it down one of these days. You guys can see this green mushroom with these little leshies. And I'll show you what the leshies look like. Let's open that up, shall we? They look like this.
Wow, that's not as cute as the the kobolds.
They're not quite as attractive as Sapisto or the kobolds, but there they are.
They're rough and tumble. They live in a very rough neighborhood.
Now they seem
related to you, Sapisto?
The same what?
Are these fine folks related to you in any way?
You're not thinking about bashing them all in, are you?
Not if they're her cousins. That would not be very nice.
No, I think these are foreigners. But I have an idea, and I'm gonna come here. What if? And I'm gonna root around in my bag, and then I'm gonna pull out the Tanglefoot bag, and I'm gonna say, "How far can you throw, Regina?"
As far as I need to.
What if I turn myself invisible, put the Tanglefoot bag on myself, and you throw me onto the mushroom? The bag explodes, I am stuck to the mushroom, and it will not go anywhere.
That could work.
Could be interesting, but do you really think that something stuck to something is going to stay with it when it teleports?
I think it will not teleport. Or if it does teleport, then it was lovely to know you all. I will scream at the top of my lungs, and then you can find me.
Well, at least you could play some nice music from wherever you end up, eh?
Tis true. And I have the twig Twigs.
I
Can
have
I have
Mage
the
Hand.
necklace?
I have Mage Hand. I could just cast Mage Hand and take a scoop out of that thing.
That is a lot less complicated.
I
Do
do
we really think it
I
will
do
be
like
that
Zarias's.
easy?
Do you think that we may need to distract the local fauna? Oh, sorry, the local flora.
Perhaps.
How close you need to be with the spell?
30 feet.
Yeah, we're gonna need to distract them.
Now, as you guys are speaking, they currently seem completely oblivious to you. You guys can see they're kind of kneeling and like their arms outstretched towards the mushroom, also almost in like a worshiping pose. And they're one by one, very slowly crawling up to it, giving the mushroom a kiss, and then crawling back, just in like a rotating pattern.
Sapisto, I think I have another idea.
I do too. Hold my stuff. I'm gonna take off my gear.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to start coming out of the woods. I'll say, "Oh, there it is," but I will be very quiet and just sort of like leafy dance up to it. So where the hell am I? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm over here.
let's Are you all staying back?
I want to try sneaking a little bit.
As do I. Although I'm going to move very, very slowly to try and give myself a bonus on that, and I'm going to try and park myself on the other side of this red tree.
Okay.
Yeah, can I get?
What's your
how
stealth?
close is 30 feet? Let's see. Pretty close. Too close.
Yeah, it's closer than the tree on the southwest of the knoll there.
30 feet right there.
Mm-hmm.
Do these guys
30.
have their spears and stuff, like the picture, like they have
that
gear?
Their spears are laying next to them. They're not wielding them currently, but you can see they all have spears near them.
Okay.
Mage hand. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will I will have left all of my stuff behind except for my lyre that I have on my back strapped.
Stealth bonuses for you two here.
Let's see. Guidance isn't going to help me on this, right? Because basically, stealth is a more sustained kind of effect, right?
Yeah. Also, if you're casting, I believe guidance has a verbal component. I'm not sure.
It is a verbal. In fact, that's all it is. So my little hand signal that I described earlier was actually not even necessary.
It was just for flair, and he also whispered something.
Yep.
With my scales the way they are, my bonus is a 4.
Okay.
I'm going to try and sneak up to right there.
All right. I'm just going to move untrained with stealth as slow as I can. I don't know what kind of modifier that gives me.
Yeah, I got it over here. I'll lower your DC, basically.
Okay. So I got myself a 12.
Okay.
Real
Do you
quick,
want us to be rolling these?
I've already got all your stealths rolled, so you're
sorry.
good. No, that's
Never mind.
okay.
I also have +5 to Leshy lore, so
Okay.
can you please roll me one?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what these guys are doing or what this custom might be, so I know how to act appropriately.
So you don't recall any such customs such as this, but Leshies tend to have a lot of strange customs as they tend to be superstitious. None of them, not none of them. Many of them don't understand their purpose of why they were animated. So sometimes they will try unique things to try to find that purpose, and oftentimes it gives them into superstitions. So you imagine this is some sort of superstition, or maybe it's something you haven't heard of.
Okay. Do they seem to have noticed that I'm sort of just shambling leaf-like up there?
Yeah, so they looked back towards you as you're shambling, and they didn't seem to mind too much. They just went back to what they were doing.
Okay. I'm going to come up this way. Gonna slowly take position right here.
This one right here is going to look back. Where's your ceremonial armor?
It was lost in a fire. This is the best I could do.
Is he speaking Sylvan to me?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
And what is your deception bonus?
Oh, 3 plus 3.
Plus 3. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll bless you with more.
Thank you.
When it's my turn, I would like to go up and kiss it like they do.
So you're going to wait patiently for your turn here?
I will wait patiently for my turn because that feels like what they're doing.
Okay. So you go up and kiss it?
Mm-hmm. Does it leave?
No, it kind of like maybe shakes a little bit as you get close, but it does not leave.
Okay. I'm going to wait until it is my turn again.
Okay. And as you're waiting around here, you can hear each of them as they get up. They whisper like a little prayer.
Oh.
Please let the birds stop harassing me. Don't let them kill me. Don't let them use me as a nest. Please don't let me be destroyed by the large creature in the cave. Okay, it comes around to your turn again.
Okay. I will move up and I'll say my prayer to it. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? And then, when I kissed it last time, was it kind of spongy?
Uh-huh.
Like, could I? I'm gonna grab it.
You're gonna grab it?
I'm gonna grab it.
How loud were they praying? Would we have been able to hear?
No, they were very, very soft from where you were at. Okay, now are you grabbing to like hold on, or are you like going to grab a chunk?
Actually, here's what I would like to do.
Uh-huh.
I would like to. Well, how big is my mouth?
Probably quite small.
Yeah.
Two fistfuls and a mouthful is probably the best that you can grab.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and like with my little sappy fingers just like rip a big mushroom chunk off, and I'm also gonna bite with my mouth. I'm gonna try and just like just like rip a whole mushroom chunk off of this mushroom.
Okay.
And I'll, hi-ya!
So you bite off a chunk.
Zarias, you're a little quiet.
And grab a chunk with each hand, and this thing just makes this big magical swirl and poofs away. And all of the little leshies are just going to gasp and sit up on their knees and just look dumbfounded.
Did you hear? When I see that she does that, I'm going to rush forward and cast Mage Hand to scoop up Sapisto and lift her into the air.
Okay. How much bulk are you carrying, Sapisto?
I dropped all my stuff.
Okay. And so yeah. Okay.
Does Mage Hand actually lift that much?
It lifts
up to 5 pounds.
5 pounds, I think.
How much do you weigh?
Here we
go. We're going to create canon right now.
Probably more than 5 pounds.
I'm a branchy, leafy, twiggy thing that comes up to about people's knees. So I don't honestly. I have the leaf fleshy trait, which means I float very.
Oh yeah.
I can't be injured, so I might not be that heavy at all.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Wow.
As I'm being lifted, I'm going to shriek happily, which will cause the to fall out of my mouth. Hopefully I can catch it.
Yeah, you can catch it. They're all just staring up at you, kind of like dumbfoundedly reaching for their spears.
I'm going to be gesturing with my hands, like doing really hurried kata symbols, trying to get Sapisto to float towards me as fast as I possibly can.
Yeah, you're like very slowly floating back this way.
As I'm going with these like handfuls, I will say, My brethren, this is no lie. There is more for you out there in the world. You don't have to stay in this place. And do not let the bird abuse you. You take control of your own destiny. As I'm like, floating.
Okay. I need you to make me a diplomacy.
I have been chosen.
Can I do a
Nirvana is coming. The mystic portal awaits.
Can I do like a performance oratory instead?
Uh-huh.
Okay, then I want to take assurance on that and get a what was it? A 17?
A 17?
No, sorry, that's a 19.
A 19 with the assurance. Okay. So they all kind of just stare up at you, and then they're all just gonna start sobbing. Heretic! Heretic! And they all just sit there kneeling and sobbing.
I feel very guilty.
I want to step out. As you can see, we are all powerful. We can stop any bird from attacking you. That plant floats, for crying out loud.
Reichland,
they look kinda
Reichland
confused.
on your stepping out is like shaking his hands, like no.
Once she gets over the cliff, I'm going to lower, once Sapisto gets over the cliff, I'm going to lower him to the ground so that
Okay.
he can run faster than I can do stuff.
This one kind of steps up and looks over the edge and sees Zarias there casting a spell. And he's going to yell in Sylvan, "We're outnumbered! Run!" And they're all going to grab their spears and they're going to flee off in this direction.
That's the battle cry of the of the Leshies. We're outnumbered. Flee.
That is true. Okay, I'm gonna walk over very proudly and pick up my stuff. Who wants to hold the spongy mushroom?
Reichland will carry it
Okay.
in his bag. He's
So
got a side pouch.
You're carrying all of the pieces?
How much is it?
So
I have-
it's like a total of a light.
Yeah, I'll carry them in my. I have a belt pouch.
Okay, so you're taking them from her and putting them in your pouch?
Yep.
Okay,
If-
cool. What's your
unless
fortitude
anybody
bonus?
Mine?
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, fortitude bonus is an 8.
an 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys have some mushroom. There's mushroom in your pouch.
okay.
Well, that's 2 out of 5, right? Let's get moving.
To the tree.
All right, this is a good point to take a break. So we are going to get water, take bathroom breaks, do all of that business. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes, everybody. We'll see you around 2:45, 2:50-ish.
What?
8.
8, that's what I mean. Not 2:45, 8. We're going
I
to take
think
a
he's-
very long break.
I think he's looking at all of our hero points.
I am. I saw too many 2s on the side. We'll be
Okay.
back at 8:45, 8:50-ish. We'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, and we are back from break. Somebody in our group say something so I know we have audio for you guys.
What
Oh,
would you like?
Welcome back.
Beautiful.
I'm here.
Okay. We're back, everybody. Sapisto has just retrieved some mushrooms and given them to Reiklin, and we are now continuing on towards the white tree. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yep.
Very
Do
good.
it.
Okay. Are you going back to your default formations? Anything changing up here for your exploration mode?
Yeah, I'm going to start looking for a blue bunny.
A blue bunny. A blue bunny or green dirt mounds?
Both.
Dirt mounds for me.
I want to keep an eye out for the cave with the hat.
Okay.
I think
I'd
I heard
also
that
like
should
to
be on
look-
the south side of the tree, which we're on the probably more on the north side.
Right. You guys are on the northeastern end of the tree currently.
I'd also like to look out for the green mounds.
Okay. All right. So you guys are continuing on. As you're keeping an eye out, probably about 15, 20 minutes of walking, you guys spot a green mound in the ground.
Excellent.
Okay.
How do you respond?
What's
Observe
around
it from
the mound?
observe it from a distance. Does it have a hole on the top?
It does.
Okay. So we need to cover the hole.
Once the bunny's out.
Yes.
Like I was saying, what's around the mound? Is there anything to
So,
approach it?
It's just kind of standard forest area. So, I mean, there's trees all around you. There's some small pebbles, some twigs. Typical forest things, nothing of interest that you see, aside from just the green mound.
How big is this cage that we have in relation to this hole?
So the cage is quite large in comparison to the hole. It's probably like a 3 foot by it's probably like a 2 foot by 2 foot cage. This hole is quite small.
Okay.
What if we... Do you think we use that red dust to get the bunny to come out? Then we put the shield over the top of the hole.
I was wondering what we could use, but yes, I could use my shield.
Why not put the food in the cage that way it runs right in?
Well, it's
I think it
probably a
is
little
too
more
smart for that.
intelligent for that, yeah. The food is mostly to entice it to come out. So, the shield weighs, well, almost 5 pounds. So, if we suspend the shield away from the hole and then drop it on it after it comes out.
Well, I could lift it above the hole, high enough, hopefully it doesn't notice, and then it just let go and drop it on the hole.
And then you sustain it once more as it lands on the hole to hold it into place so it doesn't bounce around.
Right.
If I am holding the cage, I can make myself invisible, and then I can throw the cage down on top. Will that work?
Invisible might be a real advantage in this particular situation because blocking the hole is only part of our solution. We next would need to catch it. What do we have that we could use? It's about late morning now.
Yep.
Okay. What spells do y'all have again?
Oh, we have the Tinglefoot bag. I forgot to say that in my
That's
accent.
right.
That'll slow it, but will that be enough?
What if I don't use the cage? Will I make myself invisible
With the Tanglefoot?
with the Tanglefoot and grab it and stick it to myself?
Sapisa's very set on this concept.
Actually, I really like that.
A little story about where my name came from. If you take off the Isto, you have sap. When I was a little sapling, I was grown up underneath a very, very tall sappy tree. And all the time, the sap drips onto my person. And all the time, I feel a comfort when I'm sticky. So this is I can function very well when I am sticky. Leave it to me.
I like it.
Okay.
All right, so we need to make sure that you stand distant enough that scent doesn't give you away. And of course, you need to be downwind from the food.
Can I do is that a nature check to know where downwind is?
Survival.
Okay.
I got you. You're aware of where downwind is.
Great. Okay. I'm looking up Tanglefoot bag.
The rest of us should be in a triangle formation around the site. And we need to have some means by which we can keep the thing herded within the middle area, just in case it escapes.
Regina, you hold the cage. I will grab the bunny, and then you smack the cage down upon the both of us. Lock us
I
in.
can do that.
We will worry about me getting out at another time.
Wait, we're still putting the food inside of the cage?
I think it is too smart to go into the cage.
That's what I thought.
No, I'm putting the cage on them once
Gotcha.
he's tangled it.
Wonderful. Okay, so get yourself in a good hiding spot. Is there one nearby?
Yeah, there's trees around, and nothing super like elaborate, but you can crouch behind a tree or whatnot.
Okay, so Regina will be also downwind, so further downwind in that same direction with the cage, and then
Okay.
I'll stand not quite upwind to the left, and then Zarias upwind to the right.
Sure.
Okay. I like it.
Okay, I'm
And what are you doing, Sapisto?
reading about Tanglefoot bags real quick.
They slow or they anchor in place depending if they fail or critically fail.
Hold, please.
Oh, look, there's the blue bunny.
There it is.
Oh, no, it's just a cat.
It's just a cat. Okay, so the
He's
red
behind
powder.
the rabbit.
I'm going to take the red powder and I'll make a little trail. And then I will put the red powder in my hand. I will cast invisibility, which I think is I sustain it for 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then after, it's not going to count as an attack roll if I Tanglefoot myself, is it?
No.
Okay.
But grabbing the bunny and pulling it to you, that will.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I don't want it to see me.
Right.
Okay.
What's the duration
so,
of the Tanglefoot substance?
It's
honestly,
until it breaks it.
Yeah. Okay. So, but it will still be sticky to anything else, or do I need to wait and smash it upon myself right before I grab it? That's probably what
So
I'll
it
do.
usually goops whatever it hits to the ground. So I mean, we're doing some finagling here with this rule, but I'll allow it because this is clever thinking.
I will hold it. I'll sprinkle the food so it can start to smell it. And then I will cast invisibility upon myself after smearing myself with some of the dust in the food. And then I'll just wait.
Okay.
Then don't I need to have Reiklin's shield in the air with Mage Hand?
Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
that's happening.
Okay. So shield above the hole, trail
But
of
not to where I
dust,
can see it.
lathered
Right.
yourself in dust, which is very scratchy. And the rest of you making a triangle formation to kind of have a herding formation around the mound, correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so shortly after you leave this little trail of dust, you guys see this little blue bunny head pop out of the hole. It sniffs around. You see its cheeks kind of, start going as it starts just eating the dust in a trail very quickly. And it's going to work its way up to Sapisto. How far away from the mound are you? Like how many feet?
I'm not very far at all. I'm probably like 5 feet away from it.
Okay. So it gets right up to Sapisto.
Okay. I'm going to smash the Tanglefoot bag.
I need you to roll me a perception real quick.
Do you roll it?
No, this is for initiative.
Oh, okay.
Oh, do you want us all to roll perception?
Let's see. Let's have Zarias and Sapisto roll.
Since they're about to do their actions.
Mm-hmm.
Um, 24.
24. Okay.
16.
Okay. So you're getting this Tanglefoot bag ready, and this rabbit gets up on its two hind legs and sneezes at you, and your invisibility ends. And
What?
it's now your turn.
You look so crushed.
Well, I'm still going to do it, and then I'll smash it on myself, and then I'm just gonna belly flop on this rabbit.
Okay. I need you to make me an attack roll, unarmed.
Okay.
You're at least trained in that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I have a. Yes, I do. Hold on. I don't have one, so I'm just going to roll a d20 and then add.
I think you add your strength modifier to it.
But don't I also add my? Is there like a proficiency or not?
So you're
yes.
trained, so it's going to be your level plus 2.
Okay, so that's going to be a.
And you can use your dex if it's higher, because I would consider your own body a finesse, I suppose.
What did I roll? It was a.
So
I have an 18.
Okay. Yeah, so you jump at this thing, Zarias, you're dropping the shield over the hole, yeah?
Yep.
And you belly flop on this thing, and this thing gets stuck to your body, and it's just flailing around violently, stuck in this
I'm gonna wrap
tanglefoot.
my arms and my legs around it. I'm like, Regina!
So I run up, smash it down.
Okay.
Zarias is yelling, "Get it!" while casting Mage Hand on the other side of the shield to hold it down.
Okay. And yeah, you get it in the cage.
wow. We also have Sapisto in the cage.
Yeah.
And we were told not to pet it.
Does this count as petting?
Technically, no.
I guess you could say it was heavy petting.
Certainly. And we'll just leave it at that.
So Sapisto's in the cage with the rabbit cramped up in there?
And I just start, I put it on my shoulder and just start carrying them.
Okay.
I will figure out how to detach. I'm going to speak Sylvan to the rabbit.
Okay.
So, you are Fey touched, no?
And you're saying this in Sylvan?
Uh-huh.
Okay, it like looks up at you and kind of looks at you knowingly.
Oh, I see. I am too.
It's gonna sneeze a color spray in your face, and I need you to make me a will save.
Incredible.
Watch, for about 5 minutes she's gonna be in this cage with this thing, and she's gonna want to get out of it. Sorry, Sapisto is.
Does that already add my bonus in there? It doesn't, does it?
I don't
Your will save?
know.
Yeah, no, that it couldn't. So that's a +9.
No, that's a 15 plus 9 is what that's
Yeah.
adding right there. So 24?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you are dazzled
I see the
for just a
colors
little
of my
bit.
blood.
Regina, you just see a little cloud of color like poof out around the cage up on your shoulder.
Anybody got any small ideas on how to get her out of there? Get him out of there.
I'm working on it.
You little sneak. Let's see. Is it still stuck? It's still stuck to me, isn't it? Okay,
It's settled down though.
I'm gonna work on detaching myself. I can take 3 actions to detach myself.
Uh-huh.
Like to detach us.
Yeah.
And she simultaneously stick the net to the cage while she's unsticking herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. I'll stick the rabbit to the back of the cage, and I'll be like, there, stay calm. It is a blanket, a security blanket. And I'm just gonna like paste.
It starts flailing and freaking out again.
I'm gonna try and do a performance to calm it down.
Okay. Roll it up.
Meanwhile, Reikland's going to be getting his bedroll out.
Okay.
18.
Yeah, it seems to calm down.
Stay awake, don't rest your head. Don't lie down upon your bed. Good night, rabbit.
And then you slip out of the cage.
Reikland is going to hold
Tina,
his.
down.
Reikland is going to hold his bedroll over the opening.
Uh-huh.
Have Regina open the cage's door.
Mm-hmm.
And then as Sapisto moves past the blanket, he is going to basically, well, he's going to pad down Sapisto as Sapisto's getting out.
So
I'm going
funneling
to
him
cast
into
Mage
the
Hand on the
bedroll.
bunny to hold it against the cage wall.
Okay. Yep. It starts flailing around again, but it can't really move. You've got it pinned against the cage, and Sapisto gets dumped into the bedroll.
Whoa! What is this?
Well, I was trying to make sure that it couldn't come out by wrapping it up in the blanket, but I guess you're stuck to my blanket now. Sorry about that.
Oh no! I am trapped.
Okay, so we have Sapisto free. We have a rabbit in the cage. And who's carrying the cage?
How heavy is the cage?
It's a bulk.
I think I could carry the bunny.
Okay. And so Regina's got the lizard frill wrapped up like a bedroll carrying, and then you've got the cage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm carrying the mushroom. This is like, this is perfect. The Wizard of Oz. Everybody has their thing.
Okay, are you guys continuing on to the white tree?
Yes.
Okay, what's everybody perception bonuses? Just shout them out.
9 for Reiklin.
8.
7.
Okay, Reiklin, are you trained in nature?
No, I'm not.
Okay. And Spiso, what's your perception bonus?
Sapisto +9.
And are you trained in nature?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as you guys are continuing on to this tree, Sapisto, Reiklin, you notice like it maybe looks a little odd, but you don't think anything of it. But Sapisto, you recognize that this ground in front of you looks like it could be quicksand.
I'm going to stick my leg out in front of Reiklin, like to trip him, and I'll say, "Everyone, stop!"
So, do I notice this in time, or do I?
Yeah. You kind of notice the ground looks funny, and then Sapisto stops you just in time before you step in it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Wait. Is there? I'm gonna pick up like a little rock or acorn off the ground, and I'm gonna chuck it at the quicksand.
Yeah, you can see it kind of starts collapsing and sinking in towards its center a little bit.
I've got a cursor on my face.
Nah.
Thank you.
I say we go around.
I would agree.
Does it look like we can get around the quicksand?
Yeah, it does. It's like only like a 15 foot by 15 foot patch.
Okay. Okay, we can go around. That was easy, sneezy.
Does it look like there's any other dangerous features around the quicksand?
No, it does not.
Around the quicksand off of a cliff.
And that was your travel hazard for the week. Congratulations, it has been thwarted. All right.
Reiklin got to see it before it got them, even though he had no idea what it was.
It was better than the ogres, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Much.
Yeah.
All right. So, after probably about another 2 hours of traveling, you guys reach the white tree.
Okay.
So let's go there now. Do-do-do-do.
Ooh.
So pretty.
Do. Guess who forgot to save your tokens again?
No.
I'll learn someday, guys. Don't worry. All right, so you guys are approaching from generally this direction here. So here's this big white tree. Now this tree is huge. It's probably about 60, 70 feet tall.
Okay. Well, I was worried about if we'd be able to climb it with how much rope we have, but we might be able to.
If I fall, it does not hurt me.
Oh, that's right.
Would it be athletics or acrobatics to
It
climb?
would be athletics to climb. You could acrobatics if you wanted to try to hop from branch to branch, which looks fairly precarious in this particular tree.
I'm pretty good at climbing. I could give it a try.
I have a very good climbing skill as well.
I'm going to try to climb it just because I love climbing trees. So yeah, I'm going to walk
Hates
up to it.
gardening, but loves climbing trees. I can start to see your childhood already.
I'm going to spit into my hands And athletics. 16.
Okay. Yeah, you're climbing up it just fine. And Zarias and Regina, are you guys climbing as well?
28. That's a natural 20.
Ooh, Zarias is just
Teleported.
flying up that tree. What about you,
Take
Regina?
me with you.
I scoop up Sapisto on my way.
Yeah.
Okay. Scooped Sapisto.
Reiklin is going to observe the ground and things around
What
here.
is that number?
That's
Are
a
you looking
3.
at the die?
That's a 3.
It's a 3.
But it,
It's like
looks
it's
like a 19.
It's tilted.
yeah,
That would
I
be a
feel like
reroll in real life, but roll 20 tells us what it is. Oh, I need to get rid of this so the lovely people home can see where we're at. There we go. So, Reiklin, you're taking a look around the tree, you said?
Yep, taking a look around, mostly trying to be eyes for danger. He remembers the mention of spiders that live in the ground, so he's trying to observe if there's anything that seems remotely like that.
Okay, and what is
I
your...
start to climb.
You start to
I
climb
notice
as well?
that the younger people are doing it faster. That's fine. I'll just stay on the ground and keep Reiklin company.
Perception 9.
Perception 9, and Regina, you're over here by Reiklin. Zarias scooped up Sapisto. You're just flying up this tree. And as you're flying up this tree, you're going to hit something, and we're going to roll initiative
Oh, crap.
using perception.
Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, where was mine?
Okay,
Wow.
so you guys are climbing up this tree here. You guys are about 40 feet up this tree. We're gonna play with the wonderful 3 dimensions of combat, which are always a little,
So let's see, 20 feet from the tree base and then 40 feet up. This would be the Pythagorean theorem. Oh no, it's spiders!
Oh, hell.
So
Oh,
Zarias, you have hit a web that you did not see blending in with all of this white as you were flying up this tree. Reiklin, you were looking the wrong direction. And you can see, as soon as you hit the web, you can see all of these little white spiders that were also blending with this tree. These furry white spiders come crawling out towards you.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Sakura blue! Invaders!
People have... Oh. You guys still had turns.
Zarias' eyes get really wide. He's just like, back down, back down.
All right, here's the turn counter. You guys go ahead and add your own initiative in there. We're
How do I
rolling
add
perception.
myself?
I don't know. I think Jason
I
figured
think you
it
have
out.
to add us, and then
Yeah, you
Yeah,
add
you
us
need
and
to add
make
us,
our
and then
number.
we can start changing.
You guys are added here. Can you see yourselves now?
No,
no.
I don't.
Just the spider.
Do we need to re-roll again?
No, I think I need to do this. Let's see. Ba-da-ba-ba. Okay, Spider gets a turn. Zarias gets a turn. Sapisto gets a turn. Regina gets a turn. Reiklin gets a turn. Can you guys see it now?
Yep.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay.
Every time somebody else types something, it resets my number.
Interesting.
I'm like dialing 20, 20, 20, and it keeps getting reset. Okay.
Sapisto, Regina, what are your modifiers?
9.
So
What's
I
your
rolled a 2, so
what's your modifier?
10.
10. Okay, so Regina will go first. Okay, so we have a Spider, Zarias, Regina, Sapisto. Nope, that's not right.
Yeah, why isn't it sorting them?
Because I didn't hit sort.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we've got Spider, Reiklin, Regina, Sapisto, Zarias. Okay, so Sapisto, you're not stuck in the web quite yet. Zarias has kind of got you held. He didn't accidentally fling you into the web, but Zarias, you are stuck.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
And all of these spiders are going to use a reaction called Spring Upon Prey, and they are going to rush around Zarias.
That is really bad.
Oh, God.
Nice.
Really bad.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then they're all going to make their attacks. So here we go.
Oh no.
Number 1.
Oh.
It was
That was
almost
so
the nat
close.
1.
Almost the nat one.
Okay,
Spider falls from tree.
that's a 16.
That should fail.
Okay. And the second attack for that same one is going to miss. The third one is going to miss. Next spider is going to
Yes.
crit
Yes.
fail, and it is going to fall 10 feet. It starts falling, but then it like kind of catches itself on a web that it shoots out and kind of just dangles. There's this one right here.
Huh.
This one is going to attack. It's going to miss. Attack again. Is going to miss. Attack again. Is going to miss. And the final spider attack is going to miss.
Wow.
Oh my
Attack.
gosh.
It's going to miss. Attack. Going to miss. It's like all of the karma that wrecked Zarias last round is coming back. All right, the spiders are done.
Oh my gosh.
Not
Perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Not a single hit.
I'm sweating.
All right, Reiklin, it's your turn.
You should spiritual
Okay.
weapons, see if you can cut the thing that it's hanging on so that it falls to the ground.
Okay, Reiklin is going to spend a round pulling out a couple of torches.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I might be stuck in this web, but I'm still a monk. So I'm nimbly moving around trying to keep these things off me the whole time.
Nice.
And I'm just hanging on to his back.
Hold on tight!
How many actions would you say it would take for me to pull out 2 torches?
1.
One action. All
You
right.
double hand
So-
grab out those
Okay,
torches.
pulls out 2 torches and then pulls out flint and steel, which is probably another one, right?
Uh-huh.
And then, did it say how long it takes to light a torch?
It's 2 actions.
2 actions. Okay.
Mhm.
Hands a torch over to Regina and is going to, let's see, he'll stow his shield for
Okay.
the last one.
Okay.
We don't want to burn down the tree and our leshy friend.
Nah, all we got to do is just burn.
Hey,
the
what
webs.
about me?
You're not a plant. I'm not as worried about you.
It's the Pisto's nightmare is burning in a tree full of spiders.
He hasn't stopped screaming.
Hopefully the webs don't ignite too much. It should just melt them around the initial fire itself.
Regina, it's your turn.
How strong does the web that the one's hanging from that fell? How strong does it look?
What's your nature bonus?
0.
You don't know.
Okay. I want to try and mage hand and break it.
Okay. You yank on. Let's see. This thing fell. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. You'll have to move up first. You'll have to move up to about right here to reach it.
Okay. And then mage hand.
Okay. Yeah, that thing falls all the way down, and it kind of like makes a little thud sound, and it starts flailing its legs up around and trying to flip itself over. And that was your turn. Move and mage
Is
hand.
that 1 action or 2?
Mage hand is
Mage.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
2 actions for most spells.
Mm-hmm. And we're now to Sapisto.
Okay. So let's see. Do you know if my bard cantrips provoke op attacks?
They
Do I know if I know that?
They do provoke reactions if a reaction can be provoked by it. It's not really like op attacks anymore. Certain reactions have certain triggers. So unless it specifies this does not trigger reactions, then it always could.
Okay. So I am going to do assurance on my perform check to, as a free action, do lingering composition. My next step is to do inspire courage. And I'm just screaming, but it will turn into a song. So yes, everybody, Yep, has the +1 status bonus to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear effects. He's just a little less frightened.
Beautiful.
That's what I call Screamo.
Is this within 30 feet?
30 feet.
Yep. So I'm outside of it.
Sorry.
But...
It's
60
60 foot
feet.
emanation.
Oh,
Mhm.
nice.
And repeat what perks it gives.
+1 status bonus to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear effects.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'll
I'm
be
still
needing that.
clinging to Zarias. But I would like to draw my rapier and just brandish it a little bit. But I'm not like doing an attack. I'm just like, oh, back, you fiend!
Gotcha. Screaming and brandishing and
Pokes
clinging.
Zarias in the eye.
No! Don't put that energy out there.
I'll brandish it away from Zarias' face.
Okay, and with that, it is Zarias' turn.
Okay, what does it take to get out of this web?
An athletics check.
Okay. I will give that a try. 25.
25, you get out of that web just fine.
And that takes an action, I presume.
So you're able to kind of pull yourself back onto the trunk. I also need you to make another athletics check to continue holding onto the tree.
22.
Yep, you get yourself onto like a sturdy branch.
Hold on. I'm going to take us back down so our allies can help. So you go back down the tree.
Okay. So would you like to use the athletics to start climbing back down, or are you going to like try to branch hop with the acrobatics?
Nope. I'm just going to climb down.
Okay, you're working your way down. You're probably about 30 feet up the tree now. Heading down.
Okay.
Okay. And it's the spider's turn.
Follow at your doom.
Okay. So this one is going to stand up. It is going to flip its abdomen up and fling some web at Regina. That's the wrong dice. I have digital dice for this type of roll. And that's a 24 versus your armor class.
That'll hit.
Okay, so this web sticks around your feet and you are stuck to the ground just as Zarias was just stuck. And then it's going to... What is your speed?
Hold on a sec. Didn't I do only 2 actions?
You escaped from the web and then
Climb.
started climbing. Yeah, do you want to continue climbing, or you want to just do one action to climb?
Would another action get me pretty close to the ground, or how would that work?
2 actions is what gets you to 30 feet. You're moving about 5 feet per climb right now because you have no climb speed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 2 actions to climb then.
Okay. All right.
Oh, no, better idea. Second action, I cast shields above me.
Okay. Up above you, shield towards the spiders, and climb down a little bit. So you're about 35 feet. Mm-hmm. Now, this spider webs Regina and double moves up to you, Zarias, climbs back up. And all of these spiders are going to swarm you again with one action. And then let's the attack time.
So I'm at a 21 now, I think.
Okay, so that's a miss for the first attack, number 1. Miss.
Is somebody considered flat-footed if they're in climbing mode and they're not?
Yes, that's true. You are flat-footed, which is still a miss on all of those, though, if you're a 21, not flat-footed. Next spider is going to attack and miss. 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 And then the third one is going to attack again. That one is a 19, which is right on the money. It's going to attack again. That is a miss. And attack again is going to miss because that's a -10. So you get bit once.
Flat-footed on this character sheet.
Flat-footed, the condition that gives you -2 armor class. It's no longer its own armor class.
I see.
Okay. So the damage on that is small, but I need you to make me a fortitude save.
Raise shield.
Okay, raise shield. So, what's the hardness of your shield?
3.
Okay, and how many points does it have?
Good question. Sorry, buffering.
No, that's okay.
shield has hardness 5. Is that it?
So
The spell.
the spell shield.
Okay, the spell has. Oh yeah, the shield has hardness of 5.
Okay.
After you use shield block, the spell ends and you can't cast it for 10 minutes.
So it has no hit points then. It just reduces it by 5. Okay. Gotcha. So you take 3 damage, and you need to make me a fortitude save, and your shield shatters.
Oh, so I still need to make... Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. It kind of, like, its attack gets blunted, but it still kind of pokes you with its fangs just a little bit.
Fortitude save coming now. 13.
13 on the fortitude save. Okay. So this thing, its fangs just kind of barely poke you, but you feel this burning pain just start going through your body. And you are going to take 3 more poison damage. And that's Spider's turn. Reiklin.
Okay. Reiklin lights a torch with 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
Yells out to Regina to mage hand it up to the webs.
Mm-hmm.
And then he takes an action to pull out a scroll of magic missile.
Okay. All right.
And that's it for him.
Regina.
I will mage hand that up.
Just tempt the webs on the outside. Make sure that the webs don't light up on their own. All we're trying to do is melt them.
Okay, so you're just trying to kind of very precisely melt the webs. So
Yes.
getting it close, not actually touching it.
Yes.
Or testing it, right?
Testing it.
Because some people think that webs are flammable and that if you light them up, then it will light up all of it. He wants to know how flammable they seem to be.
Okay, let's test that theory. Okay, so when you get them close, they start to like kind of smoke and melt a little bit. They look like they're quite flammable. Like if you touch those, they might just go up.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna have to melt these a little more slowly. Let's take care of the intruders.
Okay, and you got 1 action left, Regina. Anything else?
Yeah, I want to break the webbing around my feet.
Okay, make an athletics check. And then Sapisto, it's your turn.
18.
You break out.
Can you roll a knowledge nature for me on the spiders?
Mm-hmm.
As one action.
These are hunting spiders. They are the most common type of giant spider. So they're about, I should say this earlier, they're about human-sized spiders. So they're quite big. Now, they are not very fierce physically, but they have a pretty nasty venom called hunter spider venom, very cleverly named, which poisons people and slows them down. It's not commonly lethal unless the person just has a bad reaction to it. It will hurt them and it can kill them, but it's not like immediately lethal.
Okay. I will relay this. Oh, don't worry, Zarius. You might not die. And then I'm going to, at the one nearest me, I'm going to attack it with my rapier as an action.
Okay. That is a miss.
And then I'll do one more with a -5.
Okay. So that's a 19, which is a hit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Do crits work differently now? So it's only because I have a deadly.
It crits if you get a nat 20 or you exceed its armor class by 10 or more.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Okay.
I will roll my damage.
Okay, so 6 damage there. And so you recalled knowledge, you attack twice, we're to Zarias.
We got this. We'll be all right.
Make me a fortitude save, Zarias.
All right.
Oh, I need to add +1 because of my performance to the damage.
You got it.
Does any of your performances add to my fortitude save?
No, it's attacks and damage rolls.
Okay.
19 then.
19, the burning through your body kind of fades away quite quickly. It was painful, but it's done.
Cool. Thinking of a chant that I learned in my days in the monastery, I say Zarayasu no Kagami, and suddenly I split into a whole bunch of different Zaryases.
Nice.
Mirror image.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Are there a bunch of different Sapistos on those Zariases? Or
I assume so.
Yeah, there
since
is.
It's an illusion. It wouldn't make sense otherwise.
Inadvertently triggers a second series.
Those are like a little, yeah. I suppose there is. Okay. And
Then
one action
I'm
left
gonna
for you.
wave at my Sapistos.
I use my second action to keep climbing down.
Okay. You're about 30 feet off the ground. Who's next? It's hunting spiders. That's who's next.
Yeah,
Wait.
it's the enemy.
Okay. So they are going to attack Zarias. So I'm going to go ahead and roll this. There's 4 of you, correct?
They have
I
to
believe
move
so.
up to us, right?
Yeah, they have to
3
move up to you.
illusory images swirl about your space. So yeah, there's 4 of me.
Okay. So the hidden image for the first one. Second one's primary attack. I need to do this actually for this one because there's 3 of you left. Okay, that one hits an image. The third one's primary attack hits the image. And now they're all going to attack you again. These are -5. Miss. That is a 21. So that one's going to hit you.
Yep.
And then the last one is going to miss. So make me another fortitude save. You take 3 damage.
Fortitude. 22.
You're good. All right, Reiklin.
Okay. So Reiklin is going to spend a full 3 actions invoking this level 1 magic missile spell. 3 whistling, sharp-looking purple darts whistle out and strike their targets. The first hits the spider that Sapisto wounded,
Okay.
and this will just be a... does it get a plus damage for this one?
It does.
Okay, so I believe the way that it works, you dedicate all of the missiles and then apply the damage bonuses.
Right.
So I think it'll be beneficial if I send 3 each to separate opponents.
Okay.
So this one is to that spider.
Okay.
That'll be
4
4 points of damage.
Okay. So you pelt that thing with some force damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The second missile will hit the one that's below Zarias,
Okay.
and this will deal 3 damage.
Okay.
And the final will pelt one of the other spiders, probably the closest to me and Regina.
Oh, and Reiklin, I'm late on this, but you've been gifted a hero point.
Awesome. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Gary. And this one will deal 6 damage.
Okay. I got it. You pelt 3 missile at 3 spiders. They all kind of cringe back and still seem focused on what's right in front of them, which is Zarias.
Okay. That is it for me.
Okay. Regina. Where's the rabbit?
Probably sitting next to the tree over there.
Okay. Set it down
I
before you
assume
climb.
I wouldn't climb up this tree with the rabbit on my back.
Okay. So rabbit's right here. We're going to say you set it down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Regina, it's your turn.
So I'm just going to go charge, and I'm going to run and then just start climbing up this tree super fast to attack this spider.
Okay. Make me an athletics check. Let's see how far you can get up.
16.
A 16, you run and get a running start up this tree, but you don't get quite high enough to reach that lowest spider. You're about 5 feet too short.
So I am going to use my sudden charge ability.
Right. With the sudden charge, you'll still be about 5 feet too short.
Okay.
If only we had climb speed, huh?
Are you still mage handing that
Torch?
Oh, yeah. I had the torch, didn't I?
It's not a priority anymore. We're going to have to do that after we don't have any enemies.
So torch just drops.
Yeah.
You're up the tree.
Otherwise, we don't want to light the entire tree up.
Yeah.
Now you can spend your last action to get right in range of the spider for next turn if you wish.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Sapisto.
Okay. I would like to do another swing at the spider in front of me.
Okay, roll it up.
That's a 16. That misses, didn't it?
16 does miss, yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to try another one again.
Okay.
Nope.
Ooh, that's a crit miss.
Crit miss! Would you like to hero point or accept your fate?
I'll accept my fate.
Okay, so you are attacking with a melee weapon. So you stab at this spider and it kind of just curves into the tree and your rapier just bends and just breaks.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh no! So I will drop my rapier, and then I'm going to go into my my scroll case, and I'm going to pull out a scroll of magic missile.
Okay.
And then how close are we to the ground?
You guys are about 25 feet off the ground now.
Okay. I'm going to keep holding on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm guessing you want to use a full 3 actions for that thing.
Zarias, it's your turn.
So I'm not having to hold Sapisto, correct?
No, he's like mounting you right now.
Okay. I'm actually going to swing with my tail and do a key strike. Dragon strike on one of these guys.
Okay. So this one has taken 11 damage. 3, 6.
Let's do it on the one that's taken the most damage.
Okay.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
I will use a hero point.
All right, hero point.
He breaks his tail. Drops his weapon.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All those misses have been absorbed into all of his attacks.
Would you like to use another hero point or accept your fate?
No, I'm not using another hero point.
Okay.
It'll just have to be what it is.
Roll your damage.
Oh, he's going to slap himself in the face.
Or Sapisto. Should be 2d6 because it's a key strike, right? Plus my strength.
Oh,
Yep.
no. Gets a taste of his own medicine.
Oh, good.
Keeping it consistent with the
That's all I'm
ones.
going to do this round. Just one.
So, Sapisto, this tail swings around and smacks you right in the face.
I'm so sorry. Oh, I feel so bad.
So Pisto's sitting there fishing out a scroll, looking at it, going, okay, I got this. And
I'm
then
like-
suddenly smack.
I believe.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
We can say,
Do
we
I
can say that they.
stay attached?
Yeah, you're
Or-
good. You hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a critical miss foible. So
Reiklin, make me a will save.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Suddenly I'm going to turn into a mushroom. All right. I got a 27.
Okay.
Possibly a 28 if it's against fear.
It's not. Okay. Your next action needs to be moving towards the rabbit cage.
Oh, snap. Okay.
All right. And then spiders.
I still have more actions. I only
Oh,
did
sorry. I
one.
thought you said you weren't doing anything else. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I meant as in I'm not spending more hero points.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. What's your last action? Or
I have two
last
more
two, I
actions.
suppose.
That's right, because he only made one attack, and he
Mhm.
re-rolled it, and then
Right.
accepted it. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. What you got?
I'm gonna try and punch one of them. See if
Okay.
this goes any better.
-4.
So fist. All right. So 14.
Okay. That's a miss.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna keep climbing.
Okay. So you're about 20 feet off the ground now. These things just kind of arc back and dodge out of your punch. Reiklin, same thing. And then these things are going to move down and they're going to continue trying to attack you. Zarias. So, miss. Miss.
Do we still have images?
Miss. Nope, the images all got destroyed already.
Wow.
So that one will be a hit. That's a critical.
Fate.
So this thing is going to lunge. This one right here lunges at Zarias, misses, and bites into this one. And kills it.
Nice.
Ah,
Doing the Lord's work.
And last spider is going to miss, hit, and crit fail, which is going to be unaffected by anything else because it doesn't have a weapon to fling in a direction. I guess it'll fall. It'll fling itself in a direction.
Wow.
Okay, so you get bit twice. So you're going to take 4 damage and then 3 damage, and you need to make me 2 fortitude saves. This one right here is on the ground.
23.
Okay, good.
21.
Good. Okay, Reiklin. One action has to be going towards that rabbit cage.
Okay, the rabbit cage we established is about where
Okay.
Regina is, right? Okay.
Uh-huh.
So here we go. I move 1, 2, 3, 4 adjacent to the cage.
Okay.
All right. So Reiklin, as he's deciding what he's going to do, decides, I'm going to walk over to this cage. Maybe this little rabbit can help us. Wait, what's going on here?
Beautiful. It's looking up at you innocently.
Okay. And then for his remaining actions, he will shake off the Gaius effect or whatever that thing was, and then he will cast, let's see, I think Forbidding Ward is within 30 feet. Yeah. He'll cast Forbidding Ward, and he'll place it on Zarias, and then the spider that has not been harmed yet.
Okay.
So that spider suffers, or he gains a +1 armor and saving throws against that particular opponent.
Forbidding ward. Very good. Okay.
It doesn't have any other effects, I don't think.
Regina.
All right, I attack the spider that's right in front of me.
Okay.
Is this the one that fell to the ground?
No, he's up
This
on
one
the
is
tree
right.
right now.
So the one that fell to the ground is right next to me now.
Right there. Mhm.
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit. I need you to make me an athletics check to see if you can stay on the tree while you attack. You're good.
Wow,
Okay.
better than the attack.
Also, I've been gifted a villain point. Thank you, Erica.
Erica, no.
We're doing too well, everybody.
Yes.
Although we are running out of time.
And we're starting to roll lots of ones. So that is
It's like last time. The dice get tired.
8 damage.
8 damage to this one right here.
Yes.
Smashes it into the tree dead.
excellent.
Sweet.
Which is actually 9 damage because of lingering performance. I believe, correct? Okay.
No, I counted that in.
Oh, nice.
Oh, no,
Okay.
I didn't. So now, how high in the tree am I?
You are 15. No, you're 20 feet up now because you used the last one to get up there. So you're like right below Zarias here.
If I wanted to jump and try and land on this spider that fell,
Mhm.
would I be able to attempt that?
Yeah, you'll have to do an acrobatics.
Okay.
You'll have to get pretty high. This is not like an easy jump to land gracefully and smash down on.
24.
24. Okay. We'll get it. You're going to take a little bit of damage, but you will not go prone. And then make your attack roll with a -5.
Another villain point from Katie.
Ooh. I'm getting all loaded up for...
I am getting very worried about this two-headed toad.
Okay.
Okay. And -5, that's going to hit.
Sweet. And what? Since I'm jumping on it, what will I roll?
You will roll a d6 extra.
So a D6.
Uh-huh. So your normal damage and a D6.
All right. So 21 damage.
Okay, you land and just splat that thing. So you smack on the tree, leap down, splat this thing. Your hips kind of crunch as you land.
How much damage do I take?
Did I not tell you? You took 2. No, sorry, 3. You took 3. Okay, Sapisto.
Okay. So I am going to, with one action, renew my, not the lingering performance, but I'm just going to do the inspire courage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast telekinetic projectile, which is 2 actions.
Okay.
And I'm going to fling the rapier hilt of mine that's on the ground.
So it's falling, you
At
kind of
this-
catch it and fling it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
At this spider.
Okay. Make that attack roll.
Where's the button?
Hiding.
Oh, I guess I have a syntax error.
Oh.
I know, right?
Would you like me to roll for you?
Yeah, it's +9.
+9. I rolled very well for you. You're welcome. That's going to be a
Thank
critical
you.
hit.
Whoa!
What's the damage on this for a critical?
It's a D6, I think.
Yeah, so damage. Yep, you deal double damage. And the damage is a D6 plus my charisma.
So it's going to be doubled. So 1, 5 plus 6. So 11 damage. The hilt of that thing just like goes right through this spider and it falls over dead. And
That's what
we
you get.
are out of initiative. So just for timing's sakes, we're going to say you guys have these spiders dead. Zarias, with his good climbing ability, is able to go back up. Now that he sees the web, he's able to avoid him. You're able to grab
Watching
a
very carefully this time.
Yes. You're able to retrieve a white pine cone up at the top of the tree.
Yay.
When we get to the top of the tree, I'm going to run out on a branch and just jump out of the tree and fall.
And just do your little leshy glide and float.
Float.
I'm
Down.
Yep, I'm gonna do.
While
it
singing
starts
a
as
song.
it starts as a swan dive, but then it sort of like becomes this like awkward drift. And I'm going to try to land on Reichland, so I'm gonna roll that for accuracy.
Do you tell us about this compulsion to go over to the bunny cage?
I don't think I land on Reichland.
Reichland
You
is
don't.
actually Reichland is sitting there looking at the bunny quizzically as you are all finishing. He nods to all of you and says, "I believe this little creature tried to influence me."
I think we should cover it.
It tilts its head to
your,
the side innocently.
Cover it so it can't see you. With your
Cover it.
sleeping bag.
But my sleeping bag's all sticky. All right, fine, I'll do it.
Well, I don't want to suffocate the poor thing.
It's just a cover.
You see a little sneeze of color spray come poofing out of the sleeping bag as you cover it up.
Probably a good idea.
It's a demon.
Okay, you guys have a pine cone. You have all of your reagents that you had requested. What are you doing?
Running.
As we're walking away, I'm saying,
have a
spiders.
southern-
Why did it have to be spiders?
We have a southern cave to try to find.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find
here's
cave.
the-
I
here's
could use some heals.
Oh yes, yes, you can. Okay, I'll use one of my dailies right now on a single target. This will be 2d10 plus 16.
Roll me a flat check before you add that healing.
A flat check.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
I'm going to recover my focus spells.
flat
Okay.
check of 7.
You go to cast this spell, Reichland, and you swirl into like a magic vortex, 10 feet up, fall on your butt, and lose your spell.
What the?
Can you roll me
That
an
little
Arcana, please?
creature. What's it doing to me?
It looked very similar to how it looked when the mushroom disappeared.
Oh, I be carrying the fungi, and it has some kind of teleportation property when you activate spells in its vicinity.
All right, Glenn, we've had this conversation. You are a fun guy. You just sometimes your jokes are, we do some work on your jokes, but you are a fun guy.
It's all
I
in the
love having
delivery.
you around.
All right.
So about
Let
that
me-
feeling, could you stop flying in the air and
Wait, can
fix me,
I?
please?
Can you do an Arcana check for me?
Mm-hmm.
So
Your
it drops me
bonus?
10 feet. Do I take any damage?
No. It's kind of like a gentle, like you appear and then just kind of fall.
Okay.
Doesn't feel
Um,
good, but no damage.
All right,
Okay.
Reiklin.
+5.
Yeah, you're not sure. You imagine that the way it looked similar to the mushroom probably means it has something to do with the mushroom, but you're not exactly sure what.
Are the
Um,
mushrooms still in your pocket or your
let
bag?
me
So it's
hold
in-
that so you can heal.
Yeah, so he's going to remove his belt pouch, which is what the mushroom is contained in.
Mhm.
And then he is going to do a guidance on himself, borrow the healing tools from Sepisto, and do a treat wounds on our friend here.
Okay.
Since he doesn't carry the healing tools, so this is probably best to just do it in this manner for the day. So medicine check with a +1, 19,
Okay. 2d8.
2d8. There's one.
And you're
That's an
doing
8.
the combat medic, is that right?
Combat medic. Yep. So just two actions,
Yeah, one action.
one action. So 16 hit points.
Nice.
Have I mentioned you're the best, Reiklin?
Well, sometimes I can be.
I don't know if you heard. I would like to focus to get my focus points back,
Okay.
and then
Ah.
I will pick up your belt pouch and hold the belt pouch.
Yep.
Since if I get flung into the air, I'll fall and not take damage.
Make sure the mushrooms are still in there.
Yeah, are they still in there?
They are.
Okay.
And given that she is taking 10 minutes to refocus, would you like to take 10 minutes to treat wounds instead, Reiklin?
Sure. Does that make any difference?
It doesn't use your combat medic for the day.
Oh, I can only do that once per day?
Once per, so everybody can only benefit from
Once per
combat
person.
medic once per day.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, go ahead.
I thought, okay, so regular treat wounds is not a limited thing.
It is, and where they can benefit from it once per hour.
All right, so then I'll do that. Yep, and then on Regina, I will also do the same. Oh no, because it's going to take 10 minutes as well, huh?
Right, unless you have ward medic as a feat.
While he's patching me up, I want to be meditating and regain my focus as well.
Okay, refocus medicine.
And then I'll put my broken rapier.
Sapisto Faithy sends her regards.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll repair that soon enough.
Thank you.
All right, and then Reiklin has an idea. He suggests that we don't bring all of our baggage with us to this two-headed frog area because we may need to beat a hasty retreat.
Can we?
We should also leave this bunny someplace where it ain't going
Yeah,
to
let's-
mess us up.
What
He
if
definitely
we? Yeah.
intends that. But
What if we go give everything back to her and then try and go?
take extra time. Because
Oh.
that'll take us a half a day to get to her and then another half day back here. It'll be like midnight by then.
But at least, if we call it, we've completed the quest.
As usual, Sapisto is wise.
All right, we take extra time for the hat. Fine, let's do it.
Okay, so you guys head back to Rezeki.
Mhm.
Yes.
Watching
Okay.
for traps and quicksand.
Okay, so you guys head back to Rezeki uneventfully. So she comes running out on all fours, excited she sees you guys. Do you have the reagents?
We have them all right here.
Oh, good. Fetch me a bowl of water. Old one. Points to Regina.
Hey, who's old?
You.
Since when?
Little plant, fetch me some water.
I'll go get it.
I'll go get it.
One of you may drink from Rezeki's concoction if you wish.
What will it do to us?
Good things. Very good things.
I will take one for this team. I will drink it.
Oh, I need to make it first.
I
So-
will wait.
Reagents, set them down, set them down.
Okay.
I'll take the mushroom bits out of the Reikland's belt pouch and then hand his pouch back to him.
Thank you.
All right, so she is going to grab the reagent. So the lizard frill. Please.
That would be
I
Regina.
hand it over.
Regina.
Okay. She unrolls the lizard frill and she wraps it around herself like a skirt. Good. Now
Okay.
the mushroom, the porter shroom.
I hand it to her.
Good. The rabbit, the blue bunny.
I hand over the bunny.
Okay. So she pulls the cage out. The bunny kind of looks at her innocently. She looks kind of dazed for a minute and then shakes her head off. And then she kind of goes "Tut-tut-tut-tut-tut," and like moves her fingers in front of it, and the rabbit kind of seems to settle down. Then she's gonna kind of grab it by like the scruff of its neck and pull it out, and she's gonna grab the mushroom, and she's gonna put the mushroom in front of the rabbit. The rabbit's gonna kind of nibble on the mushroom, and then she's just got the mushroom teleports away. And then she just throws the rabbit behind her shoulder. It kind of squeals, and then it teleports like before it hits the ground. Good. The white pine cone now.
I hand that over too.
Good. She takes it and she kind of looks at it thoughtfully and then plops it in the water. It's all done. The concoction is all done. Drink this. And she hands it out to Sapisto. She starts twirling around like with her arms out with the lizard frills. Drink it.
I will drink it.
Okay. What's your fortitude bonus? Sorry, your will bonus.
My will?
Mm-hmm.
+9.
Okay. It tastes like water. You don't feel anything.
Okay, great.
Was it
That looks
incredible?
Oui. It is the fluid of life. I'll drink it all and then hand the bowl with the pine cone back to her.
Good. Yes, it is. It is my secret recipe. Don't tell anybody what you saw.
Never.
Good.
I will never speak of it again.
Now there's the matter of payment. I know you would like the shiny coin. So she'll go running back in her house and she'll come out with 4 coin pouches, each one containing 35 gold pieces.
Ooh.
And then she will say, "Oh, and your scout told me you like a little bit extra for good work. So yes, I will. The whatever bloods take some extra coin." So she hands each of you an extra gold piece, and she gives Sapisto an extra one, and that's for fetching me the water, like being so courteous. So an extra 5 gold total. So 35 for each reagent, then an extra 5 gold.
Oh, thank you kindly.
You did not get my hat.
We were actually just about to head back out to get it.
We didn't want to lose any of the reagents in our scuffle with the giant frog.
Ah, yes. Well, I cannot pay you extra for the hat, but if you find anything else, you're welcome to keep it, and you have Rezeki's gratitude.
That will be great. We hope to see you soon.
Yes, me too. Don't get devoured.
We'll try not to.
Watch
Alright,
the
is it-
tongues.
Is
There's-
it
there's
dark
2.
now?
Yeah, so it's like nearing nighttime.
All right.
The light
So-
has changed to low light.
Do we
Camp here for the night?
camp before we go back out?
Remember that if we camp, there is a gold loss.
Yeah, I still have most of my spells, I think.
I have
be
a few
We
too.
can go
it'll
there.
be 3 gold for a camp.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
I'm okay.
We're going to risk it.
Gonna risk it? Alrighty.
Okay, let's run.
Do you want to
Okay.
cast your lights, Dalton?
Dancing lights.
Yep, lights are out.
Okay. So as long as you guys are around Zarias, you guys have light. We're just gonna downtime skip ahead. You guys are looking out for quicksand. You guys know the way to the tree. And the cave is easy enough to find. It's a pretty significant landmark when you get near it. So so this cave is kind of down inside a cliffside. Let's go there now, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Save
Go
our
there
tokens.
now.
I like the way you say
Save the
that.
tokens.
Let's go there.
Ah!
And then we.
You guys are at the white tree currently.
Yes.
Diddly, 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 diddly.
I will also. I have light as well, so I will also cast light, and I'll do it on Reikland's shield.
Oh, cool.
Reiklin will look at you, give you a big grin, and then cast light on the top of your head.
Oh, I have one.
And then he laughs a bit, and then he casts it on a little pebble, and puts the pebble in his pocket.
I have one question.
What be that?
What we saw. I know we can never speak of it to anyone else, but is that really why we did all of this? Or a bowl of water with a pine cone inside it and a new skirt?
I don't care what we did it for, as long as she paid.
This would keep me up at
I
night.
will have to say that I've been to many different lands, and I've seen very worse.
That's fair. Okay, let's do this.
Okay, you guys
You saw
approach-
nothing when you drank that water.
Just water.
Hmm.
Upset.
Not really. We all have our hobbies, right?
Or is this an expensive hobby?
All right, you guys approach the cave mouth.
Can you roll me a nature check on the giant two-headed toad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too, please.
So, Pisto, you've never heard of such a thing.
She's probably full of poop.
Darius, neither have you.
How about me?
Wholesome poop.
You're not sure. You haven't heard of anything either. You've heard of toads. You've heard of giant toads, not two-headed toads. So you have heard of certain creatures mutating two heads from various different reasons.
Can you roll me one about a giant toad? So I can get some basic knowledge.
Yes. You don't know a lot about toads. They're similar to frogs. They hop, they have tongues, they eat bugs.
Right?
Giant toads are larger versions of that.
Well, Rezeki said to watch out for the two tongues, right?
Can
Boy.
I have that pebble in your pocket?
Here you go.
Okay, I'm gonna go up.
Would you like me to throw it in there
Watch this.
rather than you walk up?
How
Alright.
about
You have it
we use the mage hand to make it fly about like a giant fly?
Oh,
Great idea.
Okay.
I'm going to lift it into the air with Mage Hand and make it buzz like a firefly.
Can I stealth and hide behind this rock?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I guess my stealth bonus is a +8.
Okay, got it.
I guess I should hide too, since I'm lifting this thing about. Where's the cave mouth? Oh, it's up there.
Maybe I should be more fair and hide in the bush so someone else can have the rock.
That's like a pile of leaves on the ground.
Even
Oh.
better.
Just lay down.
So Pisto
I'll
just sits
I'll just
next
sort
to
of
it.
like sit and fluff some leaves on top of it.
I'll sneak over to the rock.
Okay, this is
Alright.
about 15 feet up right here. Was right.
Alright.
This is at.
Reiklin's gonna be behind these rocks on this little bluff.
25, 30. So could I have the rock about there?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's what I do with the Mage Hand.
Okay, and you're like kind of fireflying it into the cave.
Mm-hmm.
So the cave is not very deep. It's probably about like 15 feet back in. You can see in there is the like broken bones of a human. There is a shimmering dagger next to the bones. There is a pointed hat, and there is what looks to be a coin pouch. And it looks like kind of like a ruined little campsite.
I'd like to ready a cast of summon Fae as soon as I hear movement in there.
Okay.
Poor little Faye is going to become a snack for the frogs. Better it than us,
Will
though, right?
forgive me.
How deep would you say into the cave the items are?
They're like 10 feet in, just like along the side of the wall.
So if I moved up here next to Regina, could I just try to lift them out?
Mm-hmm.
I have Mage Hand. I could try.
Okay.
I want to try and Mage Hand one of the items out.
Okay, which one?
You said there was a knife, a hat, and a coin purse?
A shimmering dagger, a coin purse, and a pointed hat.
I'll try the pointed hat first.
Okay. Yeah, it comes mage handing to you. This is a hat of the Magi.
Ooh.
Worth 55 gold.
What does the hat of the Magi do?
Hat of the Magi is worn as headwear. It's invested, which means that you have to take time and invest it. Takes one of your 10 investor points. Hat comes in many forms, such as a colorful turban or a pointy hat with a brim, and can bear symbols or runes. It grants you a +1 item bonus to arcane spell checks, and allows you to cast the Prestidigitation cantrip as an arcane innate spell.
Fancy.
Sorry, it's worth 50 gold, not 55.
Do we want everything else in the cave or just that?
Everything.
Of course, we're treasure hunters, remember?
So as you guys are speaking and discussing that, you guys hear a loud hissing sound coming from this direction.
Hmm?
I put the
Sapisto,
hat on.
okay, you put the hat on. Sapisto, if you wish, you can cast your spell as you see this huge creature just come slithering down, breaking through some trees.
Yeah,
Where's it coming from?
It's coming
Oh.
from right here.
Oh,
Oh
snap.
gosh.
Wait, where? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
We're going to
Oh,
roll
no.
initiative.
Yeah, I'm gonna start that cast now.
And for you at home, let's show you what it looks like. It looks like this.
Oh,
That's not a frog.
it's not at all.
It
So
doesn't
this-
have legs.
So this thing is large, has a slithering snake body with like a split tail at the end, and appears to have 5 huge snake heads.
Knowledge check?
Yeah, that will be an action in combat to recall
Okay.
knowledge. So let's go ahead.
Looks like a hydra, but do we know that?
Okay. I'm going to add you all a turn, and then you guys can add your own initiative, because that's my new favorite thing. I'm going to move you right back there in a second, Reyes. There you go.
Okay.
Perceptions?
Perceptions are what we're using here.
Oof.
Okay. So we've got... Oh, I need to roll for the monster, don't I? Don't I?
I just like to
Very,
kind of
very
take my
low.
time and assess the scene. Apparently tonight, I'm not going to jump right into things.
Hey,
Sightseeing.
nothing wrong with that.
Sapista, what's your modifier?
9.
Okay.
Jeez.
So...
Why are these things so fast? You rolled an 8. An 8!
All right, so the Hydra is going to go first. Or sorry, the whatever it is. Maybe it's not a Hydra.
Maybe it isn't.
All right, so let's get this turn order figured out, and we will start combat.
This is feeling like one of those don't combat it, run away kind of situations.
Yeah, it is. Get the items.
Okay. So, monster is up. This thing just comes... Oh, did you cast your spell, Sapisto?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need to put a little sprite out on the board for you.
Yes, please.
Okay. Sprite. I need to just add a permanent token to this for you. This represents nothing. Not an adult white dragon. It's controlled by Sapisto. Okay. That's yours now. You put it where you will.
Okay.
Um,
Put it right here.
This thing is looking right at Regina, who just put the hat on. And what kind of speed do you got, buddy?
Slow.
There it is.
This
Okay.
thing's huge.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this thing is going to come all the way up to here. And then one of the heads is going to snap its head down. Oh, wait a minute. Reach. Nope. It's going to take its last action. It's going to get all the way up on top of Regina here.
Oh,
Okay. It's a
Can't
peace
one
stone.
of you guys try to pacify this thing? Maybe we can just calm
I'm
it down
ready.
and get out of here.
I'm ready for it right now.
Okay. So first things first, I'd like to do. Well, I'm going to sustain my guy, but I'm going to have it. Well, actually, give me a knowledge check first on what that is, because I know it's not a toad now.
Okay, so recall knowledge is an action. What's your nature bonus?
Plus 7.
Okay, this is a very large serpent. You have no idea why it has 5 heads, but it's a big mutated snake.
That is very fair. Okay, so then I'd like to have Faye come around the corner here. Think it. Color spray, please. That's not
Okay.
gonna hit Regina, right? I don't think.
No,
Now you can.
Regina's 20 feet away.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, that's a will save.
Yep, DC 16.
DC 16. That is a 16.
Oh!
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
That's a
Damn.
success.
Okay, so it still is. There's still an effect, and I don't have it right now. Hold on. So while I'm looking that up, I am going to start a lingering performance with assurance of defense.
Okay.
Inspired defense.
Okay, so it succeeds. Lingering defense, everybody gets +1 to their AC and saves and 1 less damage from attacks.
The creature is dazzled for 1 round, is what that
For
is.
1 round. Okay.
And I think
Now-
my thing is counts as flanking.
Yeah, it does. So, just so you guys know, this thing currently has 5 heads. For this particular creature, you can target its body, or you can target a head. Unless you do a spell like that, it just kind of targets it, but with your attacks.
Okay.
Okay. Who is next? It's Regina.
Okay. Were we going to try and fight, or what did you guys want to do?
I think
We're kind of out of time.
I think we gotta grab the stuff and
Yep, that's what
Run.
our goal has got to be is to. This thing's so fast.
so. But I don't know if you can keep it occupied so someone else can run in, grab the stuff, and then we just try and boogie out of here.
Right.
And you do have flanking with it.
I will keep this thing busy for you. Looks like my 33rd husband. Okay. I am going to rage and then attack.
Okay, rage 1 action, attack a second. Attacking a head or the body?
I am going to attack the center head.
Okay, so one of the heads in the middle. Make that attack roll.
Ooh.
30.
30 against this big old monster here. It's going to hit.
Fantastic.
Now, this thing is not flat-footed despite the flanking.
'Cause it
This
has
Faye
five
here, and
heads.
like a couple of the heads turn to face the sprite, couple turn to face Regina.
Okay. 21 damage.
21 damage. You clobber that center head right dead in the center, and that thing just collapses.
Perfect.
Fantastic. And then I want to use my last action to jab the body.
Okay.
Nope.
13.
13.
Oh, actually, -5, right? Or no?
Minus
Mhm.
five.
Yeah, -5. So 8.
Yeah.
What's the total? Sorry.
8.
Yeah, 8's going to miss.
Okay.
Okay. That is Reiklin's turn.
Okay. Knowledge check as an action.
Yes, that's nature.
Dang it.
What's your bonus?
+5. I'm not trained in it either, so.
Oh, sorry, you can use Arcana as well.
Oh, Arcana?
Uh-huh.
Guess what? We're going to go with Arcana with a +7.
plus 7. All right. Speed didn't matter for you regardless because you crit failed, in case you were not aware. Okay, so this is a Hydra. What you know about Hydras is that as multiple heads, each head is kind of its own sentient being and capable of attacking and making decisions. Heads can be severed, and they have to be stopped from regrowing after they're severed. Otherwise, they can regrow into more heads. You're not sure exactly how to stop that. You've just heard that it's a thing. Also, heads that are killed and not severed will heal themselves after a short amount of time.
Okay. All right. Yell out this information. The heads will grow back. We have to do something to keep them from growing back if we do it. And then I'm just going to try this one little trick here and hope and pray to Nethys that it works. He summons up 2 actions, roils around, and casts his Calm Emotions Fireball. Or Calm Emotions, explosion.
Mm-hmm.
Explosion of Calm.
Okay.
Centers it on the creature, and it must take a will save versus a 19 DC.
Okay. I'm going to roll.
Holy smokes!
Oh my god.
Villain point. Don't
No,
get too
do
excited.
not villain point that. That's just
No, he's got the villain points. But as long as he rolls,
We're so close.
Not that.
not
Okay.
that.
What's your DC and what's the success here?
19.
And what's on the success?
Oh, I'm sorry. A success means that
Because this is a success. That's a 19 on the dot.
yeah, I gotta look it up. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
I jotted some things down here for it, but I don't
Hero point to make it reroll.
hero point to make it reroll.
Can't do that.
No,
If you said we could in previous sessions.
I don't believe so for this campaign. I think you're thinking of my home campaigns. Hero points are used to reroll a d20. So it's, I guess for a DC. Yeah, I think we did say for a DC, didn't we?
we did.
Yeah, so I mean, Reiklin can if he wishes to.
How many do I have?
You've got 2 left.
Then I'll use one.
Okay. Let's re-roll it. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, that is higher. Unless you'd like to use another.
We gotta be done. I'll use another.
Okay. The Battle of the Points. Okay, so that would be a fail. So I'm not going to use a villain point because we're dueling here.
Roll another one.
That is
That's a
on the money
9.
success again. All right.
All right, we'll accept it. A success is... Gosh, where'd it go? Sorry. Keep forgetting or keep missing it. Okay. Calm emotions. On a success, calming urges impose a -1 status penalty to the creature's attack rolls.
Okay, so it's got -1 to its attacks.
The duration is sustained for up to 1 minute.
Okay, so it looks a little bit subdued, but it's still a very angry-looking creature.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can I do
All
a
right.
perception to see if it's looking at me or the hat?
So one of the heads is kind of looking back to the sprite. You are the hat?
Yes.
It's looking at you,
Okay.
most definitely. Okay, anything else for you, Reiklin?
No, that was all my actions.
Okay, Zarias.
I want to make, what kind of a knowledge check was it?
Arcana or nature?
Okay. Looks like I'll be making a nature check to see if I know what we need to do to stop those heads from growing back.
Okay, so I roll that one for you.
Oh, okay.
Acid or fire damage after the head has been severed will stop it from regrowing.
Acid, eh?
I'm going to snap my fingers and have raise my hands above my head, and a fireball I'm going to chuck into the middle of this head here.
So just so you go along with your knowledge, it won't do it unless the head's actually been severed, which it has not
that's the one
currently.
that he
didn't sever it. He
didn't
beat it
sever
down.
Did she?
Mhm.
No.
Okay.
She bludgeoned it.
Right.
So it could heal itself, which I don't know if the fire's going to keep that.
It does
happening.
not. The fire will cauterize a severed head so it won't regrow, but it will
There
not
you go.
stop the healing.
So we have to sever it first. Anybody got slashing weapons?
Nope.
Nope.
Yep. That's what I thought. Beat the thing into submission while we try to get away with all the goods.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I know anything with that roll about the body? If it sustains enough damage to the body, does that do anything?
You do not know anything specific, but you do know if it gets beat down enough, it will die just like any other creature. Or if all heads get severed, it will also die.
Okay. Yeah, so I chuck a flaming sphere at this thing.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and what's your DC there?
20.
20 is the DC. Okay.
Ooh.
That is a 16, so it's a fail. So full damage.
Great.
And you try and drop it on the head or on the body?
I think I want to try and hit this thing in the body with that, since we don't have a severed head yet.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. That'll be 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. Yeah, so flaming sphere falls down on this thing and kind of burns it. It looks down at it and hisses. All 5 heads, or all 4 heads. One's still unconscious. Anything else for you? Oh, you recalled knowledge. You flaming sphered. So we are to the Hydra. Okay, so it kind of looks away from the flaming sphere. All 4 remaining heads are going to look at Regina. They're all going to arc back and lunge at her at the same time. This is called a focused assault. Let's roll that up. Okay, that is a 33.
3, okay.
Actually, sorry, 32 because it is -1.
Mm-hmm.
And you have +1 AC from
It's still
Sapisto.
dazzled, isn't it?
Ah, it is dazzled. You're correct.
Razzle dazzle them.
Let's flat check that. Well, here goes the last villain point.
Oh, snap.
Okay, flat check succeeds. And I am out of villain points.
Oh my gosh. 4
Thank
villain
you, chat.
points. Oh my gosh. We could have been done. It could have crit failed and it's calm and we just walk away.
That will hit.
Okay, but not crit.
No.
Very good.
Thanks to the defensive spells of Sapisto.
Okay. And then it's going to one head is going to turn around and snap at the sprite, which is going to hit the sprite. And then I'm going to roll damage on Regina. In the meantime, Sapisto, you can go ahead and start taking your turn.
Just run and grab everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna run in there.
Also, at the end of the Hydra's turn, the one head snaps back up to attention.
Okay.
That's too many. Don't worry, that's the wrong dice.
Whoa.
Okay. You take 23 damage, Regina. And the Fae takes 13.
Pretty sure that Fae is gone.
It is. It poofs into nothingness.
Okay. So I'm double moving into the cave and spending my last action to grab everything.
Okay, so you move into the cave, and then so one action pick up the dagger, one action pick up the coin purse. You've got everything. Okay.
I have to double move into the cave.
Oh, double move. Okay.
So I'll grab the dagger.
He's holding
first.
one of the items.
Okay. The dagger is a +1 dagger. It's got a potency rune on it.
Cool.
Okay, Regina, it's to you.
Are they looking at me or Sapisto?
They're looking at you.
Okay.
You're doing your job.
That hurt. So I'm going to try and run up the cliff and triple move.
Okay, so move 1 square in the direction that you're intending to go.
Uh-oh.
Oh, gosh.
It's going to provoke an attack of opportunity.
Let's see. I want to head down Well, no, I'll head this way.
So, like, use your mouse keys and go one step at a time. So, right there, it's going to op attack you. One of the heads snaps down at you.
Oh.
That is a 30.
Okay. That'll hit.
Okay. That does 3. Oh, sorry. Yep, 3. 8. 15 damage to you.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Are you trying to climb right here?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you start your climb, the second head's going to op attack you.
Okay.
And that is going to be a 27.
That'll hit.
Okay. That's 14 more damage.
Oh, God.
Go ahead and athletics check if you want to continue trying to climb.
20.
Okay. As you climb up a little more, a third head's going to op attack you. That's a 20.
That'll miss.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
You going to continue climbing?
Yeah, will I bank it up?
So you'll get 10 feet up, and fourth head's going to op attack you. And that is a 32. 31.
That'll hit.
Okay.
How many hero points you got? You could make it reroll.
So that's only for spell DCs.
Oh, okay.
Because they're kind of like attack rolls.
An effect that you are causing on it.
Okay, that is an 18 damage.
Okay. That puts me in the negative.
No.
Okay.
Zero.
So we'll say you get up there, kind of pull yourself up, and the last one kind of snaps right in the back, and you are now unconscious, dying one.
I want to use my hero points.
Okay. So you're at 1 hit point. Your hero points are gone. And... okay. That is Regina's turn. So we've got Reiklin.
I need healed.
You think? Okay, necromantic tendrils pervade around you and settle onto your body. And it will be plus 16. So that'll be 28 for 2 actions.
Okay.
And then for his last action, Reiklin is going to beat a hasty retreat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to over here.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get into one of those things.
Okay, Zarias, it's your turn.
Acid arrow.
Okay.
Crit.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. All right.
All right, so crit damage means 30 damage total.
And it also means nerve damage. The target is slowed 1 until healed.
Perfect.
So that means it's only got 2 actions each turn until it's
Until
healed.
it's healed?
Mhm.
Uh-oh. If it has hyper regeneration, then it's slowed for 1 turn.
And 30 damage on it, you said?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Was that to its body?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
So it should be taking 1d6 persistent damage as well.
Okay. And you got 1 action left?
Run away. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. All right. And that's you?
Yep.
Okay, so this thing looks kind of sluggish. There's a big old like hole in this thing's chest, and it just starts patching up real quick.
Dang it.
Okay, it kind of looks up and hisses at you guys up on the cliff, and then one head is like looking towards Sapisto, and this thing is going to move over to here. So it is still slowed for that turn. And it's going to, one of the heads is going to go down and bite at Sapisto. That is a 20.
Defensive spells? Or defensive...
So yeah, that misses
Okay. It misses you.
by 1.
Oh my gosh.
Lord Almighty.
It's
But it's
slowed.
right there.
This
Its
thing's
slowed
gonna-
status ends, and it's Sapisto.
Oh no.
Um,
Spell's gonna provoke. Everything's gonna provoke.
Well, so I'm near the bag of coins.
Yeah.
Is it one action to withdraw?
Yes.
You can't withdraw anymore in this. So it's one action to step, which does not trigger reactions. Movement always triggers reactions.
So I guess I'll do one action to step.
Okay.
And then I will cast.
And stepping is only 5 feet.
That's fine.
Okay.
And then I will. Is picking up something on the floor a part of a? Can I do that as part of the step?
No.
Okay. Then I will cast invisibility on myself.
Okay, so you're
That's my last
stepping
2
back.
actions.
Okay.
Yes. So I don't provoke. Now I'm invisible.
It does have reach. It will provoke.
Dang it.
Ah, I thought it did not have reach. Shit.
Okay.
Well, then if I step back, yeah,
How many actions is invisibility?
it's 2 actions
Gotcha.
cast.
What's that? Yeah. So stepping back, trying the invisibility.
Yeah, I mean, if it's gonna, I don't know he has reach, so I would try an invisibility and
Okay.
I would get up attacked and lose it.
Not necessarily. Make a flat check.
Oh Lord.
You don't lose it.
Oh,
You needed a 15.
oh my gosh.
Okay. So that is still a hit though, and that's a nasty hit. So that's 19. Let's see, 19, 29. 35.
I spend one of my hero points to make it reroll.
That's only for spell DCs, because they're kind of like an attack.
Okay. So yeah, that will be a crit then.
Okay. So that's the wrong type of damage.
Sure is.
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't really
Oh,
like
jeez.
what's happening.
Or do I?
So many 6s.
38 damage.
Oh my gosh.
Where is my health at? On my sheet. Details? No. Character? Am I blind? Where is the hit point? There it is. Okay, so 38. Here we go. Okay. So I have 10 hit points left.
Okay, it didn't down you, and you were invisible.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
mother liquor.
You needed that roll so bad.
Oh
Yes, I
yeah.
did.
Okay, so you stepped back, you cast invisibility. It's Regina.
Okay. Well, I'm still really hurt, so I am going to book it 120 feet.
Okay, so you're just Regina's just going. Regina's Gonzo.
I have never seen an old lady move so fast.
Her arms are like, bye, Regina. Bye. Okay, Reichland, what are you gonna do?
Reichland can't even heal her. Oh wait.
We're just gonna get Regina off the map over there.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay.
And as I'm running, I'll yell, "Follow me! Don't
Smart.
fall behind!"
Okay. If this thing's slowed, I mean, it's probably healed by now. So, all right. Casting Sanctuary on myself for 2 actions.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way.
Gary's got a sinister mind. He said, and here comes the two-headed toad. Leaps in front of Regina.
Oh no.
Beware the tongues.
If it could catch up to me, it deserves to kill me.
Okay, so Reichland does Sanctuary and then moves. We're to Zarias.
Okay. I'm going to cast Mirror Image. then yell at that thing, "Hey, you're ugly! Come get me!" and run away.
Okay.
I believe it can.
Roll me an intimidate. Let's see how loud you are.
Oops, that's the wrong direction. Intimidate, you say? 20.
20. Okay. So Zarias is yelling. So that's an action, and then you're moving in that
2,
direction.
3, 4, 5. Yep.
Okay. So that's Zarias' turn. This hole in its chest you put with acid just completely heals up. The heads are kind of rearing back to attack Sepisto again, and then they pause as he disappears. And then Zarias yells, and they hiss and look in his direction. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3,
Zarias
4,
is
5.
my buddy.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We survived
5.
a tree today.
Could I
Okay.
just leave you
Zarias,
there to die?
Run.
Okay, it's Sepisto's turn.
I'm gonna grab the coin pouch.
Okay, one action.
I hope it's just not full of copper. Can I perceive for free? Is there anything else in here?
Yeah, you can perceive for you don't see anything in there.
Okay,
It's getting pretty dark too because oh no, you have light on you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you're invisible.
Oh yeah, the light goes. Yeah, your light goes away, so it's pretty dark now.
I have low light vision. Does that?
A little bit. You're having a hard time seeing though.
Okay.
In the cave.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna grab. I still have the coin pouch. And I'm just gonna double move or dash or whatever I have left, and I'm just gonna run this way as many as I can go with my invisibility still on.
Okay.
How many squares is that? I think that's because I can just double move, so I think let me recount. And
Yeah,
I'm not just
that's about right.
Gary says, "What about the lit pebble?"
Oh right, the mage hand dropped. That probably is lighting the cave.
It's probably
yeah.
in there. Yeah.
But no, you don't see anything else. You got all of it. Okay. So you guys all have a speed of at least 25 feet, correct?
Yeah.
You're all
Yep.
full retreating.
Yep.
So this is the roll to see if Sepisto's life gets saved.
Wait, what?
It's not high enough to spot him in his visibility. The Hydra kind of like they're looking around back towards the cave where Sepisto was. They don't seem to spot him, and they just start pursuing this bunch over here. You guys outpace this thing. So after probably a solid 10 minutes of running, it's going to give up and just
How
turn around the other
horrifying
way.
is that?
Just
Oh my gosh.
jogging circles around, and then I double back down below to go check, make sure Sepisto went the other way.
Yeah, same.
If you wouldn't have succeeded your invisibility, I don't think there's any way they could have saved you.
No,
No.
I think
I
Oh,
think
there's
you
no
were
way.
done. I think you needed that invisibility.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
it would have
yeah.
op attacked you into oblivion. I don't think anybody could have killed it fast
I
enough.
think it literally came down to the one flat check
I'm really glad my Intimidate got it to move away so you
Yeah.
could get out of there too.
for
Yeah.
sure.
You risked your life for 10 gold pieces in a pouch and a +1 potency dagger.
Oh my gosh.
This
Wow.
dagger is mine.
I want to keep this hat.
Okay, so now are you guys going back to Rezeki?
After that, do we want to give her this hat?
Well, I think our reputation is at stake. I think we should make sure we give her the hat if we want jobs in the future.
It's true. We gave our word, and even though there's a part of me that thinks, well, she can just expect that we all died, it is the guild, after all, that we represent.
We don't want to be known as thieves.
All right, we give her that.
I suppose, although I will say that was definitely not a two-headed toad.
All right, so you guys are going back to Rezeki.
Yeah.
Regina has the hat. Sepisto has the coin pouch and the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you guys are coming back, she's kind of out there pig squealing at your horses. She'll turn around and see you guys coming. And she looks very excited. My hat! And she goes sprinting towards Sapisto,
Yeah.
rips the coin pouch out of your hand, dumps the coins out, and plops the coin pouch on her head. Thank you. I told you you would know it if you saw it. Here, I tip you a little extra. And she'll give you guys 5 more gold pieces.
Wow.
It's all I have left, but I love this hat.
It's a very pretty hat.
You
It
can
looks
keep the
great
coins
on
that were
you.
inside it. I don't know who
Yeah.
is storing shinies in my hat.
You're right. Who would do that?
That hat is perfect for you.
I'm
Your
gonna
hat
pick
is
up
very
the
nice
10
too, and
gold.
she points at Regina.
Thank you.
We have to go now.
Rezeki,
Fine.
it has been quite a pleasure. Thank you very much. And by the way, that is not a two-headed frog out there. Don't ever send anybody after it. Ever.
How many heads did it have?
5.
5-headed frog, that's so many tongues.
It is actually what we call a hydra. And those
Ah.
heads will grow back if you try and sever them.
What a vile creature, frog.
Vile is definitely the word for it. So
Not a
make
frog.
sure nobody goes out looking for it. All right?
Well, I have my hat back, so I don't need to.
Good.
Thank you all, Silverbloods.
Fairly well.
Why did
How do we
you
meet
lose
again?
Silverbloods?
All right, so she gives you guys your horses back. You guys head off safely. And let's do a quick overview of your loot. You guys obtained a Hat of the Magi, which is worth 50 gold pieces if you donate now, or 25 if you decide to sell or donate later. Would you like to keep it or donate it?
What does it
I
give us
want the
again?
hat.
So if you, it gives the wearer prestidigitation and +1 to their arcanas.
Don't you already have prestidigitation?
I do. I just like the hat.
Yeah, but do you like it 25 gold worth?
We can sell it.
Okay.
So
Is
so
it,
you can't sell it for full price, but you can donate it to the guild for
Yeah,
full
donate
price.
it.
That's what he meant.
Donate
Yes,
it
that's
is
what I
what I
meant.
Okay.
And did you say Arcana checks?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess we could sell it.
Okay. So donating Hat of the Magi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys got a total of 145 gold pieces from the job, considering your tip, and then 150 total considering returning her hat. And then you also got 10 gold pieces from her hat that was contained in her hat. That's 160 raw gold pieces that you got. And then you guys have a +1 dagger, which you can donate for 35 gold, or you can sell or donate for 17 gold later.
We get rid of that too.
Do any of us use daggers?
I certainly don't.
The potency rune can also be removed if you spend a little bit of money. But yeah.
Can we keep it and then we can affix the potency rune to something?
Sure. That's a difference of 17. So even if we do find ourselves not needing it, that's 17 that we can give.
Yeah.
So
I sure wouldn't mind putting potency on my hands.
Okay. So you guys are going to keep the dagger.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that means your guys' total haul was 50 gold pieces donated to the guild, 160 raw gold pieces, and a +1 dagger. And then Sapisto got to partake of Rezeki's special brew.
What do we get to know what would have happened to me had I not made my will save?
Nope. Maybe you didn't make your will save. Maybe the will save was never real at all. I guess we'll find out.
and if it does trigger at some late point, let us all agree that we're going to call it Rezeki's Revenge.
Oh man.
Perfect.
+1 potency on the repaired rapier, says Gary. Could be good.
It'd be pretty good, actually. Yeah.
All right,
Rapier is
guys.
a better weapon than a dagger.
we're going to wrap up here. We actually were just exactly in the time frame, considering that we started a little late. So good job. We're getting that figured out. Thank you to everybody who watched. Thank you to everybody who shared and who liked. If you did like or did share, or if you're a new follower, definitely make sure you call it who you want to support, the Goldbloods or the League of the Hunt. We should be on a weekly rotation now, so we'll have Goldbloods one week, League of the Hunt the next week, and then we'll rotate back and forth. So next Tuesday, 6:30, we've got League of the Hunt taking on the Family Crypt, which is supposedly full of some kind of creatures. So we'll see you guys next week for that. Thank you, players. It was very fun. I enjoyed that session immensely.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Thank you, Wholesome.
Yep, thank you.
For sure. All right. Good night, everybody. We'll catch you in the next one.
Good night.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.